Here at Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. Also, good time to let you know that Sunday Night NFL Countdown Crew has you covered week 9, 10 a.m. Eastern, and then the Monday Night Crew gets you set for Buccaneers, Chiefs, the AFC West leading Kansas City Crew. 2-hour show from Arrowhead Stadium, both
we went there. We here, okay? We here. I was watching the game at the friend's house. Just want to be very clear.
So right now for North Carolina Central defensively, they've not been able to stop this Bulldog offense, but they got great field position with battle special teams. Can they get off the field on this 3rd and long?
After the timeout, let's see. And the pass complete right into the hands of Caden High. Caden High, who already has a touchdown catch, 25 yards, first down, and breathing room.
It all starts up front. Look at that clean pocket. This is in the end zone. You know they want to come up with the safety. But he's got time to go through these progressions, and we talked about how special Caden High is. He's a problem for the Eagles right now.
Quick. He can get ugly real quick.
Who has the best completion percentage in the conference. That's the 4th pass for 20 yards or more tonight, and that one was on target to High. Duhart on the carry, and Duhart is stood up and brought down by Jaden Taylor on the inside, pickup of 1.
That's all I'm going to say. It can get very much
Jay, you talk about the line of protection for South Carolina State. This is a game that Trey Oliver felt like they could battle in the trenches. That's where they have won a lot of their games. Cam Johnson, Roger Smith, Eric Brown, Nick Tace, and Trey Franklin along that offensive line for South Carolina State. Done a great job protecting Phoenix thus far.
And Big Tace, the right guard, is the best of the bunch. An NFL prospect, can play all positions on the line.
And Duhart again.
This
time Thomas Johnson
I think
among the jerseys in for the stop. So it's going to bring up 3rd and 9 after no gain on the play.
Because
what talk about the protection
doesn't have to look traditional for the run. The bubble screen, the screen,
as an offensive line coach. I mean, he was widely regarded as the best offensive line coach in all of HBCU football.
You don't have to go between the tackles to make it look like a run. You know what I'm saying?
Really good job here at pass protection.
Do what you do.
One thing you're not going to do is hit his quarterback often.
Keep moving the ball down.
I don't know if he gets the credit he deserves for being the offensive line coach that he is.
In tennis that wants that to happen, but you can make it look.
Another 3rd down. Phoenix feeling the pressure, looking downfield, stays on his feet, shrugs off Thomas Johnson.
What a run.
Let's go!
He knew where he had to go.
What?
And that's a quarterback that is not going to be denied.
You talking about a tone setter?
On him, strapped up.
You talking about a tone
setter? Put up his chin strap, tighten it up, and watch the end of the run. When he recognizes he can see the marker where he has to get to.
What?
I'm not stepping out of bounds. Let's go. Oh.
What? Come on.
That was DJ Estes on the receiving end.
Don't underestimate us quarterbacks. Us quarterbacks, especially those of us who wear number 7.
Okay.
Those 7s.
Man.
Do not sleep on the athleticism. If I needed to.
Oh, my God.
Design to run the entire way for Phoenix.
After
they build off that momentum, but a flag out as well.
Are you kidding me right now?
Left side, anytime you see those type of runs, somebody's holding on the edge.
Are you kidding me right now? What?
Holding. Offense, number 71.
What? Oh, my goodness.
Replay first down.
Oh,
that against Roger Smith. But you talk about how great of an offensive line coach he was. He also played a little tackle in addition to tight end when he was at Savannah State. Back in the day under Bill Davis, playing on that playoff team back in 1992. Who else went to Savannah State?
Shannon Sharp.
They are very own. Their paths didn't cross quite at the same time.
Listen, I really feel like if South Carolina State keeps
Adams in the backfield, 1st and 10.
I feel like if South Carolina State
Eric Phoenix, who's been heaving it up
in the play. Great play on the ball. I feel like if South Carolina State keeps the motion and keeps doing what they're doing. Like, you got to keep the motion, keep the shifts, keep all those things going. You'll get what you're looking for. You won't get what you're looking for, but just lining up and trying to run your play, I don't think that's the recipe for success. I'm not saying they're not good enough to do it, but they got to go back to those scripted plays they did in the beginning in the first quarter with the motion and the movement. They'll get what they're looking for. Trust me.
3-man pass rush from North Carolina Central.
And look at the hands of Keyshawn Toney. That was low. He got it.
That was a great catch. That was a great catch.
Had defenders around him and picked up 11 of the 20 yards needed on that play.
You have to leave your comfort zone right now. If you're North Carolina Central, realize your D-line can't get there by themselves. And you've got a quarterback that's running this offense. You have to bring pressure. You've got to bring pressure right now. This may not be the typical down and distance that you do it, but because they're giving Phoenix so much time in the pocket, you have to disrupt him to get him off his spot.
You got to bring a blitz here.
You see 3 of 5 tonight on third downs for the Bulldogs. This drive started deep in their own 2. And then a nice takedown and great defense there by Josh Pullen. Pumped up afterward, but a flag out as well. Josh Pullen does his job. Boy, he has gone everywhere on this field.
Hands to the face. Offense number 58. Penalty is declined.
Again, I'm going to keep saying this. I really feel like South Carolina State is hamstringing themselves by trying to force the run. And again, running the ball doesn't have to be traditional in the way that we always think that running the ball looks like. It could be a short, quick game passing. It could be, the screen. It could be the bubble routes. Like, that is just as good as your traditional pull pins and your halfback dives or what the traps, your counters, all those type of things, right? Your gap zone schemes, it doesn't matter. But I think in this faction, I'm not saying that every play needs to be.
That one was deflected.
I'm not saying every play needs to be a pass, right? Because after a while, they kind of tee off on you or whatever. But at the end of the day, that boy Roberts is still playing. Man, I remember he was the punter for the Celebration Bowl.
Oh, that's 15-yard variety.
Automatic first down.
Wow, what a break there for.
I thought they might have touched the ball though.
South Carolina State. Special teams did their job, but a little too much there. Roughing the kicker, Dyson Roberts. Another look here.
You got to give him a landing area. I mean,
yeah, that's bad.
15-yard.
That's bad special teams right there. You got to be more disciplined than that. That's tough. You get the stop that you're looking for. You know what I'm saying? You haven't really done anything offensively all day. You would have got the ball in great position. So the ball went out in the 50. That's bad.
On as his defense goes back onto the field.
Holding. That's got to be a holding flag. Jesus Christ, that's got to be holding. Wow, they didn't call that. That Bama held him. Jesus out that Bama. If you look at the play again, the linebacker, he got held. Right here. The linebacker right here, 54. Oh, no. Never mind. He got watched. Come on. He got watched. That's on me. My bad. He got watched.
Love reading about him in his senior season. 3,343 yards and 42 touchdowns at Gray Collegiate Academy, leading the nation.
What I just say?
Justin Smith.
What I just say? You see what I'm saying? That's what I'm saying. 4 or 5 yards, easy. They can't load the box up against you because you can do stuff like that and then take advantage of the one-on-ones. That is what I'm talking about. Thank you, Jonathan. It's easy money. Easy money.
Jonathan Williams, the speed that he has and the creativity in which he can call plays and feel confident, not only with that speedy bunch, but an experienced quarterback in Eric Phoenix. From the 45, Phoenix moving up, tries to deliver it, and it's incomplete.
And just getting him off the spot. So the pass rush able to get there a little bit. And something interesting you're seeing right now, they're bringing in fresh legs on the defensive line front. So they're changing out all 4 defensive linemen. So they're trying to keep fresh legs and continue to go with just the 4-man pass rush. You get to take a look there at Courtney Court, the defensive coordinator for North Carolina Central.
Yeah, his name is, the OC is Jonathan Williams.
Phoenix underneath. That's Caden
Good move.
spins off Cole Jones
Good tackle.
but really
Great tackle.
nowhere to run.
Great open
as
field tackle.
Malcolm Reed
Come on now.
brings him down. No
Great open.
gain
That was a great open field
on
tackle.
the play. So it's going to bring up 3rd down. 10 yards to go. Eric Phoenix, who has had success on 3rd downs with this offense.
Right here, I think if it's me,
14,
I'm doing something in the middle. I'm doing something in the middle of the field.
Can they convert, or can the Eagles defense hold?
I'm definitely doing something in the middle of the field, either short side or to the middle.
Time underneath.
Good tackle.
What an open field
Great
tackle
tackle.
made
Great
by
tackle.
Cole Jones, delivering the blow to Carter. So that's going to bring up 4th down. And again, when plays need to be made, the Eagles are coming up with some critical stops.
Yeah, that's that crossing route. You'd like to see him geared down in the middle of the field. But the wide receiver kept running across the zone
yes,
coverage.
I believe that is the same Jonathan Williams. What I was told is that when he first got the job at Benedict, Chennis sent him. Yeah, they are staying in that zone, Rocky. They are not playing man-to-man for no reason, no ifs, ands, or buts about it. What I was told was that they sent him to a offensive clinic, so he could kind of learn and learn the ropes of being. That's wow. I've never seen a punt literally bounce straight up and down like that. They sent him to an offensive clinic so he can kind of learn the ropes of being an OC and things like that when he got the job at Benedict. And ever since then, he's been doing his thing, man. He's been doing his thing. So, from Benedict to now at South Carolina State, he has been calling a hell of a game. You know what I'm saying? He's called a hell of a game.
Subcutaneous injection that takes about 30 to 90 seconds. For one thing, could it mean more time for you? Vivguard Hytrulo can improve daily abilities and reduce muscle weakness. With a treatment plan that's personalized.
Listen, I think NCCU is doing a great job of weathering the storm.
It can cause serious allergic reactions like trouble breathing.
I think NCCU is doing a great job of weathering the storm. I'll tell you this. I don't think without a run game, Walker Harris is not going to beat you. It's very simple. Without Jamari Taylor, Walker Harris is not going to beat you. He's not talented enough to beat South Carolina State by himself. You get what I'm saying? Like, you need Jamari Taylor to be effective in this game for Walker Harris to be able to do what he does. And to me, that was the big one there in Orangeburg. And two, give me the guy who's more, give me the special guy, right? Give me the guy who doesn't need everything to be perfect to make a play, right? And I think that's what Walker Harris is. I'm not saying Walker Harris isn't competent as a quarterback. I think if he was in the SWAC, he'd be a top 5 quarterback. That's just my personal opinion. But he's not a playmaker. It's a very different, it's a big difference in being a quarterback and a playmaker at the position, right? He could elevate, like Eric Phoenix elevates talent around him, right? Not, you know what? I'm lying. He doesn't really even elevate the talent around him. Eric Phoenix does a good job of making, in broken plays, he makes a play, right? Like when you need that special play, he can go make you a play. I don't think Walker Harris is that type of guy. So if Jamari Taylor does not get going in this game, I don't see a very effective Walker Harris winning this football game. Rocky, about to come to you real quick. Hold on. Hey, Rocky, you live.
Hey, man, this game is shaping up to be what I think will be a really good game. The issue is there's two things I see. I know it's pretty early. South Carolina State is going to have to figure out how to run the ball to get them out of that zone. Because if they can't run the ball, and they stay in that zone, eventually, you're going to be able to control the passing game, or you're going to be restricted to just throwing the ball down the field, which is, a high risk passing game, which isn't sustainable over the course of a game. And you're going to end up keep giving the ball back to NCCU. But I like what South Carolina's done so far, though. You know what I mean? Being able to, use the quick passing game, using motion and shifting and creating plays. It looked like they even got stagnant the last few minutes. Maybe is it because they were trying to run the ball is why they got stagnant?
Let me go back to your first point. I think that with these receivers, the passing game is sustainable because one, you have a very senior led. You have a quarterback that has a lot of games under his belt, so I believe he has the capability. Like you can ask Eric Phoenix to throw the ball 40 times. You know what I'm saying? Good, bad, or indifferent, you could ask him to do it, and I think it will. It's not what it's not what you want to do, but it's effective enough to win you the game. I think the real question should be focused on NCCU and saying, can they capitalize on getting the ball back? Because if you keep trying to stuff this ball down South Carolina State's throat and you can't get nowhere with it, you're just going to punt the ball back to them and give them good field position. You get what I'm saying? So it's like you're going to have to find a way to break through that South Carolina State defense and push the ball and you get South Carolina State to back up off you because you haven't done anything past 20 yards to make them say, let me back up a little bit. You get what I'm saying? So,
absolutely. But here's what I'm saying, right? Don't you think South Carolina is the kind of team? Now, I mean, not South Carolina, but North Carolina is the kind of team. Once they get you in predictable situations, Trey Oliver and his staff and Leone is a good enough coach to take advantage of what you have. Like one of the things about it at the beginning of the game, defenses can be more unpredictable in what they run. But as situations get more predictable,
sack.
You can be able to kind of like set some things up. Like the only way I see this game
offensively or defensively set something up. What do you mean?
Offensively, you can set things up because of like for instance, if they could ever get to a 31 or a 32, they could run something off play action or something like that where they get Walker an easy pass down the field or an easier pass down the field. But because they can't run the ball at all, seems like it creates a situation where, like you just said, they keep getting the ball back and not doing nothing with it. It doesn't matter. If you can't score, it don't matter. That's all I'm saying. But basically, the way the game is going, I can't even tell what they're running on defense because it looks like South Carolina State is overwhelming the NCCU offense. What does it look like to you?
They're overwhelming their offense. you said it. You said it perfectly. Like they're overwhelming them, and to me, the scheme doesn't work. I can't draw something up if I feel like A, I don't have the time to, and B, that is it going to work, right? Like nothing you're doing, because let's be real, NCCU is a run first team. I want to be very clear about that.
Absolutely.
They're a run first team. And I'll say this, as long as South Carolina State can sustain drives, move the ball, and punt it, if they can get field goals or punt the ball and make it a
10-point lead.
Dog, the game's over. I'm like, you can't make me not believe that this game is over. Now, hold on, real quick. Let me go. I'm gonna let you go. My thing is the only thing South Carolina State has to worry about is the momentum shifting, and they can't get it back. That's why, to me, it's important that you gotta close out these drives. Like at this drive, you gotta at least get 3 or 7 points. You got to, because you want to build a gap enough to where if NCCU finds some rhythm, that you have a space that where you can allow a touchdown, you can allow 3 points in it, and they still feel like they don't have a chance in the game. But if you're down 10-3 and they score 7, they feel like they have a chance in the game, even though you've dominated them the whole entire game. Go ahead, Rock.
Well, I couldn't agree more. And that's what I was just going to say, Scott. They got to get more than more than 2 scores up.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
I think.
Yes.
Because if you get the game, so say you dominate the game, it ends up being 17-3 at the first half, and then at the first part of the second half, they score a touchdown. Then they're back in the game.
Absolutely.
See what I'm saying?
That's what you don't want.
I think because I think ultimately the game is going to settle into a really physical game. And that, because that's the only game that NCCU can win. Like that's the only game they can win.
I disagree. I disagree. If the game settles in a physical game, I think that it's just a wash. It's just a wash because South Carolina State's a physical team. NCCU's a physical team. So I don't think that any team
gets NCCU win a shootout though.
No.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah, the closer the game, the more it helps NCCU. The further the score gets away from the game is the worse it because Walker Harris is not that guy to where he gonna throw you back into the game. Eric Phoenix can. Eric Phoenix can throw you back into a game. Walker Harris cannot. That's why I'm saying the game lies in Jamari Taylor in the run game of NCCU. If they cannot get that kid going, this game is over because Walker Harris is not about to throw you into a game.
But what I am surprised at is Leone's script usually is pretty effective. And it's not in this game.
I mean, it's only so much. Listen, man, Rocky, you've watched enough football. Even Sean Payton gets his number called. Even Mike Shanahan, Kyle Shanahan gets his number called. Like there's just certain times where it's not that you don't have a good scheme. It's just that this team is better than us, or what they do.
What it's looking like.
That is exactly what it's looking like. And what honestly, and Josh might not like this, but honestly, it's looking like the people that NCCU has beat up on haven't really played anybody. Like you can just see like they haven't really been tested in South Carolina State has.
You know what? You got a really good point about that. Because you know what, you can say what you want to. You know, FAMU is a real team. You know, and going into FAMU and having the lead for most of the game.
I'm just not liking this. Listen, Rocky, I'm not liking this run. Like, I don't understand why they continue to pound the ball in the middle of this North Carolina Central defense when that's the strongest part of the team. It doesn't make. Just keep hitting them on the edges, sweeps, jet sweeps, motion. I don't get it. I'm sorry, but go ahead.
No. I understand, Scotty, but at some point, I think coaches
look the edges. The edges. The edges. They're there. I'm sorry. Go ahead.
No. That matter of fact, I put it in the chat. Not only does South Carolina look more physical, NCCU looks slow trying to defend them. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
NCCU looks slow. But I'm saying, I think the reason why you run it in the middle, Scotty, is because from an offensive standpoint, you don't think you can just literally pass the ball every play, bro.
It's not. No, but Rocky, I don't have to run the ball in the middle. That's my point. I don't have to run the ball in the strength of the other team. Like, I'm not trying to prove a point with you. You won that battle. Okay, you got it. Okay, you're strong. Oh, that's a first down. Stop playing. You're strong up the gut. I'm not about to fight with you about that. But are you strong on the edges? Are you strong on the outside? Are you strong in space? No, you're not. So I'm gonna attack your weak points, then keep trying to beat you up the middle because I'm trying to prove a point because I want to run the ball up the gut. Like, no.
Yeah, like if they get a touch, if South Carolina State gets a touchdown here, it's gonna be ugly, man. It could get real ugly because I don't think they can pass with Walker Harris. Pass their way back in the game.
Again,
I think they got a shot to run their way.
The edges.
I don't think they can pass
the edges. I see. Hey, Rocky, I'm gonna let you go because I want to yell in your ear, man. Call me back. Come back at halftime. Let me just say this: all y'all, shut up. All you MEAC, y'all keep pounding. What stock market shorts? Y'all keep. I listen to what I'm telling you. You can pound the ball in other effective ways than trying to go up the gut. The edges. Jesus Christ. How can you not see it? It's blind as the edges. The edges. Come on, man. I do this. Stop talking to me like I don't do this. I know what I'm talking about. They can't stop you out on the edge in space. It's no, that's running the ball. That's like running the ball. It's a sweep. Literally. And then when they adjust, then you run up the middle. You fake the jet sweep, then you do the dive. That's how you get the defense shifting. The edges. God almighty. The edges. I'll be back. Hold on. Man. That's how you do it. That's how you do it. If it's not there, why?
19. Another first-year head coach, Chinnisberry, looking for more success. They set it up on the outside. That's Ruffin. Ruffin, who had a catch earlier in this game.
Say it with me. The edges.
5 on the play. So we're closing in on the 2-minute timeout. Maybe college football this season. And they're going to let it wind down.
Hey, those blue jerseys on fire. I ain't even going to hold you. I need me one. Them all blues, they fire. Hey, listen. I don't know what color that is. Dark teal, dark blue, dark crimson blue. I don't know what color that is, but it's fire. It's absolutely fire, man. Absolutely fire. Listen, guys. I'm not telling you something that I don't know. I don't understand. But listen, football is football. Okay.
Look at the craftsmanship. I mean,
excuse my French. Football is a dick swinging contest, right? It's like, oh, I can do this better than you, and I'm hearing it. But listen, I'm not going to fight with you on your strength. That doesn't make any sense. If I'm not doing it effectively, right? If I'm not doing it effectively, I gotta find your weak points and attack your weak points. That is what makes coaching great. It's not about, oh, you do this well, I do this well, I'm going to fight with you, and oh my God, we're going to no. It's okay. You got that. But you can't guard everything. You can't guard everything. You can't guard the middle and guard your edges and guard the deep. You can't. Something's got to give.
Check out Mahomes' top 3
right?
plays.
So that's how you find out where it is. It's the same thing with NCCU. Those zone gaps and those gap runs and them zone runs that you're doing, they're not being effective. So I got to figure out ways to get Jamari Taylor going in other ways. If it's a screen, if it's a bubble screen, if it's flaring him out and hitting him, I gotta find different ways because again, running the ball does not always have to look like a traditional handoff. That's all I'm trying to. I remember what Willie Simmons said. It's an extended handoff. The short game, passing game, is an extended handoff. That's literally what it is. That's what he told me. So you got to look at your short game passing in the same exact way. It can't be looked at as, oh, this is this. No, it's an extended run. It is an extended run. That's just my thing. JSU and FAM can't beat either FAMU already beat South Carolina State. So that kind of defeats your point. But I will say this. If they saw them again, I would have probably had to lean to South Carolina State. I'll be right back real quick.
So we had to make our new 5-cheese mac and cheese the crave-worthiest, cheesiest pasta possible. Just like all of our mouth-watering oven-baked pastas. But try one for yourself, including our new 5-cheese mac and cheese next time you order at Domino's.
Any questions? How did you become the Capital One Bank guy?
You mind? I've always been passionate about no fees or minimums on checking accounts.
How do I get your job?
Hard work, dedication.
The Capital One
Some of this is simple RPO, QBs
like Mr.
reading
G
well.
said, hard work and dedication.
When you get it, man, you was late. Yeah, man. Listen, me and my wife had plans. I totally forgot we had plans with one of our neighborhood friends to have like a little Halloween get together with the kids and stuff like that. So we had our Halloween get together and ran over there and did that. And I was like, you know, I'm like, listen, I had them watching. I had them was watching the HBCU game. I was like, hey, you know, I'm gonna need that ESPN too. Just yeah, go ahead and set that up for your boy. Yeah. I mean, they know I'm a YouTuber, so they was cool with it. But I just thought it was funny.
When 100's not enough, you have to have 101, right? That's why they're named. I'm assuming that. I don't know that, but I know there's a marching 100, which is down in Tallahassee. And this is the marching 101. They don't call them 101, which is surprising. They call them 101. Yeah.
So back on the field, 3rd and 6 for South Carolina State from the 26 of Central, stepping up, and Eric Phoenix trying to get that first down, but
hey, listen, that number 45,
and leaves him about a
that
yard
Bama can tackle. Okay. You get number 45 in a one-on-one situation. That Bama can tackle, okay?
And Chinnis Berry keeping his
I don't
offense
agree
on
with
the field. 4th
I would take the going for it. I'm taking it. I don't agree with this. And let me be very clear. It should not be a run up the god-darn middle. It should be something to the edges. I'm telling you this. I'm not liking this. I would have spread it out, but that's just,
they indeed do go forward.
Great play call. Wow, that's a great play call. I'm not gonna lie to you. I don't like that. I don't like being on one side of the field. That's just me.
And the offense inside the red zone after that 4-yard reception.
Wow, Chinnis Berry wants it. I mean, he's going for it there. Nothing about
that. I would
have
to go for it there. Call me scary, call me whatever. I'm taking the
try and catch the linebackers peaching in the backfield. That was Max Ure, number 54, responsible for coverage. And just a great execution by South Carolina State.
I wonder what kind of Chinnis Berryism did he use in that one. Did he tell his guys to dig deep? You know.
Watch Caden High right here. Watch Caden High right here. This is Caden High. This is Caden High territory right here.
Has a lot of acronyms as the Jets sweep to Caden High and High.
Hey, listen. You getting that red zone. It's Caden High. It's Caden High. It's Caden High territory. I'm telling you, this is where Caden do his best work. This is his best work.
39 seconds. Open the season against Florida A&M, lost on the road, but gave them everything that they could have. And what James Colsey told us, hey, we're glad that we got them early. Yep. Their only other loss this season is Georgia Southern, but handled North Carolina A&T. Impressive victory against Tennessee Tech on the road. Fort Valley, and then of course we mentioned that huge homecoming win, 69 points put up on Delaware State.
Listen, I'm gonna be honest. You gotta draw something. If I'm looking at this, I'm in the red zone. It's one or two things. It's something for Eric Phoenix to get up the field. So hey, if it's not there, you run and pick up as much yards as we can. We got a timeout, so we good, right? Or it's something to Caden High. I'm not running this too hard. It's something to Caden High in between the red zone, right? Or it's something where Eric Phoenix can run.
As a head coach down in Columbia now, has that secret sauce working here in Orangeburg as Eric Phoenix trying to will his way into the end zone. And it's a fumble. One referee said that it was a touchdown. Isaiah Norris, though, comes up with the football, but on the near side, the referee.
We're going to look at this.
Showed touchdown.
As a quarterback, you decide to lower your shoulder and take on two defenders. You must secure that football. And Phoenix is looking pretty confident that he was down, but
the crazy thing is them stopping the play. They can't advance the ball, so even if they get it, it comes out to the red zone touchdown. I mean, the 20-yard line or something like that.
Officials did signal a touchdown. Another look at it here.
He's taking on two. That's a little risky.
He's either short on the one because the ground can't cause the fumble. So he's either on the one or it's a touchdown.
And that's the risk you take, taking on two defenders. Knees not down, ball's out. Is that the ball you see coming out?
Let's see. Max Ure bringing him down. Did it come out after crossing the plane?
But you have to have control of the ball when you're crossing the plane. I think that it looks like that's that ball that lands like right on it. Looked like a fumble to me. But there, as you mentioned, somebody called it a touchdown on the field, enough to overturn it.
And then
I don't see it there to overturn.
I was going to say, do you see enough video evidence to overturn the call?
No. Our looks are a little bit different than their looks that they have. So we've seen that over the years. I mean, there's a certain look you can take, like this look right here.
You
looks
need
like it's
the
out.
backside view.
You
You need the view on the opposite side of the end zone.
Jay, this is going to be tough because, again, the call on the field is a touchdown. Do you see?
All right, so right here, he's falling. He's falling.
Based on the
position, ball is not out.
Right there, it's coming out at the same time, but he also
it looks like a touchdown to me. It looks like when you see it rip like this, it looks like it crossed the plane and then it falls.
One of the officials signal.
It looks like
I think they're gonna,
it crosses the plane and then the ball comes out.
Not enough to overturn and see exactly when it hit out, and you can almost make it like, did it pop out when it hit the ground?
View was the best view. That straight on view with him over the top, the end zone view, over the top end zone view. That looks like a touchdown to me.
Huge implications on this call.
I'll say this: Eric Phoenix, unafraid to take on defenders. We saw him truck a defender earlier, and then taking on two, lowering his shoulder. Phoenix wants this one.
But what did I say?
But I think it
was.
was.
Y'all gonna listen to me. I said it's either got to be Eric Phoenix running or something that they didn't have.
That time there, if his touchdown stands, he got a little lucky. But big play.
I mean, if this holds, South Carolina State will have made 3 trips to the red zone, scored 2 touchdowns, and a field goal. This review critical as they're still discussing this. Replay official for tonight, Jesse Garcia, as we mentioned, and J2, how important this game is.
Review, the ruling on the field stands. Touchdown.
And what type of momentum does South Carolina State carry into the locker room after, to this point, shutting out North Carolina Central and having this advantage?
Yeah, and this go back. That was so interesting because only one official called that a touchdown. There was only one. He wasn't the closest to it. I thought the others were going to let it play, but when you put those arms up, they have to have video evidence to let you overturn it. That's a huge play to go back to your point there, because if you keep it to a field goal, still a 2-possession game. Now they're down by 3 possessions to start off the second half, basically.
Well, this week, the first playoff rankings will be revealed Tuesday. Tune in at 7 p.m. on ESPN.
Right now, absolutely.
Now, this is based on the current AP poll.
Right this minute, right now, absolutely. There's no way you can tell me that. There's no way you can tell me at this moment right here that South Carolina State is not a better football team.
Yeah.
Who do you knock out?
Yeah, who do you knock out here, though?
Clemson.
I think they are.
I'm taking a low-hanging fruit, but Clemson, those right there. Well, I'll tell you what. I still think Alabama's gonna have something to say about this by the end of the year. They're out there, but a couple teams that they can knock off in the SEC. Not saying that Bama's gonna make it, but I think they're gonna have something to say about who gets in.
What does the Bulldog faithful have to say about Chinnis Berry and the way his team has played thus far? 5-2, 1-0.
My question is does Matt Leone
through nearly 2 quarters, Chris Mosley
move the play calling away from running the ball
Chinnis Berry's team
to
266 total
putting
yards,
this on Walker Harris? That's the real question.
And nearly
23
minutes in time of
they were ball hogs. They were ball hogs.
Matt
the defense
Leone
was doing it. The offense was holding on to the ball, moving, and you see that look. He's going to take it all in. Let's give a little credit to the administration here, particularly Buddy Pugh.
Does he stop being balanced? And it's like, hey, Walker, you're going to have to throw us into the game. And I don't believe that he's willing to do that with Walker Harris. I got to see it before I believe it. I'll tell you that right now.
Columbia, South Carolina.
But I think what's important is getting Walker comfortable
quickly.
They're
being rewarded for it.
Yeah, like
First
those
down pass
those are
complete
the
to
routes that
Joaquin
Walker
Davis.
Harris has to
So,
get comfortable in this game.
first
Getting the
down
short
of
stuff.
the game.
Damn,
North
that's
Carolina
the
Central, Jay.
first down of the
It's been
first
a tough one.
half.
Like I said, it all comes down to getting Walker Harris in some type of rhythm. They just didn't have the ball enough to get him going.
He needs more throws like that to get him comfortable in this game, because if you're going to ask this boy to throw it 25 to 30 times, he got him. Oh, he got him. Oh, he got him. Oh, he got him.
Looking
That's a
again
flag.
this time.
That's a flag. That's a flag. That is a flag. I'm about to say, Jesus Christ, that's a flag.
On the play is
Come
Michael
on.
Brunson was
But
on the coverage.
yeah, you need the,
You saw that
the
laundry
thing about it
fly
is, if you're South Carolina State, why the freak are you playing so close? You're up 17-0. It's damn 25 seconds left in the freaking half. Why are you even going for the double move? It doesn't matter. Just play back.
Wide receiver
Come on,
that
man.
far behind him. Oh, he missed an opportunity for a huge play there, but they have to settle for a first down.
So 16 seconds remaining in the half. Ball placed on the 50-yard line.
Go down to the bottom of your screen. Joaquin Davis, give him a 50-50
He's
jump
still
ball
playing
if he gets any type of one-on-one.
All MEAC performer 6'4". Good target for Harris. And tripped up from behind. Great pursuit there by Shot Hall.
That is tough. That was tough.
Carolina Central.
Jesus.
Another timeout.
This is great pursuit here. Just not giving up on the play. You know, and then you realize quarterback's escaping. Leave your feet, go at his ankles. You know, we were talking a little bit earlier in this game about the electricity, and I'm reminded we saw Robert Porcher, you know, South Carolina State legend, Detroit Lion, Ring of Honor guy, and for him to say, man, we've not had this type of energy and excitement in this stadium in a while like this, and the 17 points, I like the 17 points. Robert Porcher likes the shutout on defense. A school that's known for having great defense is stepping up in a major way tonight.
Well, Ashad Hall already 2 sacks on the night, but you mentioned some of the great defenders that have come through here in more recent years, Javon Hargrave, Shaq Leonard, but they also are home to 4 Pro Football Hall of Famers. So you think Donnie Shell, Harry Carson, Marion Motley, Deacon Jones. So 11
Ball
ticks
start.
left.
Ball start.
And just sails that one high over Spike's head. Pass incomplete. So
I'm not gonna lie to you. I've been shocked
this
if
defense
Walker
from
Harris.
South Carolina State, they're sound.
Yeah.
I've been shocked if Walker Harris finished this game.
Pretty good group of tackling. That's a defensive coordinator there, Jordan Odafer. But they're sound, and I see the speed. And even you watch little things how they play their prevent defense. They're willing to give you a little bit, but they're not going to break their fundamentals.
This one to Joaquin Davis, and Davis trying to do some more and not enough as time expires here in the second quarter. South Carolina State has pitched shutout football against the number 21 ranked team in all of FCS. They have a 17-0 lead going into the locker room. Trey Oliver and his team have a lot to talk about. They will receive the ball to start
let me be very clear.
this second half.
Is the game over? No.
You know, that's key for them. They've been in this
Okay.
before. Remember a season
The
ago,
game
they
is
played
over
Morgan State,
if they
came
cannot
out flat in the
establish
first half
the
and
run.
pulled away with
If
it
they
late.
cannot
They have
establish
that
the
type of
running
magic
attack
here
from Mari
today
Taylor,
on
this
the road again
game
against a
is
very, very game South Carolina State Bulldogs.
Okay, finito.
Well, this is Halloween night, Jay, so we can see
It's
a
very
little bit
simple.
of anything.
NCCU
but right now,
beats you with their balance.
South Carolina State has
That's
just been
how
spooky
everything works.
on defense.
Play action works. The deep passes work. That is how they beat you with their balance. They cannot be balanced, then they are not NCCU of what you've been seeing lately over the years.
Central scoreless in that first half.
I tell you what, I'm very, very pleased with our defense. They've been playing hard, playing with amazing effort. And they've been right where they're supposed to be, so proud of their efforts. But again, we got 30 more minutes. All right, the guys are fired up. They're ready to go. They're playing with great gap integrity, great eye discipline, and they're doing an excellent job.
Yeah, the defense has been great fundamentally. I just talked about that in the first half, but offensively, seeing Eric Phoenix in this moment right here, your quarterback seems like he's in complete control.
Absolutely. And all we tell him to do is he's got enough playmakers. All he's got to do is manage the offense, get it to his playmakers, and they're going to make plays. So very, very proud of Eric Phoenix right now.
One thing I'm seeing, your offensive line has done a great job in protection. Knowing you as an offensive line guru there, you got to be pleased with the big fellas up front.
Always starts up front. O-line, D-line. That's what it's all about here at South Carolina State University.
Thanks so much, Coach. We appreciate the time.
Let's get it. Go Dogs.
And
Let's get it. Go Dogs.
Oh, he brings all the energy.
Yo, man, gotta go to work.
To this program.
Whoa.
Reminded his group, hey, let's just go 1-0 this week. And well, they're halfway there against North Carolina Central.
If you're okay, let me.
17-0.
Okay. There's not too many because what happens is this, right? You watch a game with two high caliber teams, and you kind of get fooled about what your team is or is not, right? So let's be very clear. There's not too many teams that have the defense that can work with you in the trenches to stop the run and have enough confidence in the back end to stop the pass. It's not many defenses in the SWAC. Counter to that, there's not too many offenses in the SWAC where your quarterback is an elite playmaker. I'm going to be very good. Is an elite playmaker with throws with his feet and having the ability to run the ball and having the ability to protect in the passing game, right? So I think you have to be what you're seeing is, okay, you're seeing one team that is a complete team, which is South Carolina State, and you're seeing another team that is effective in a certain way, right? Like South Carolina State can beat you in multiple ways. NCCU cannot, right? They can't. If you allow them to run the ball, they'll run the ball, right? But if they cannot run the ball, they cannot beat you with the pass. They cannot. You cannot. Listen, Walker Harris is not bad. Walker Harris is not a scrub, but he's not an elite playmaker to where he will win you the game. I picked South Carolina State to win this game. I picked South Carolina State to win by 10. I picked them by 10, right? In that situation, right? So when you're looking at these two teams, right? When you're looking at these two teams, you have to see what they are at their core. And the scarier team is South Carolina State, and it's by far, like, I don't think NCCU is a bad team. I just think you're running up against a buzzsaw that is like that. Like what Chinnisberry has built in his first year. Because what you have to understand is South Carolina State it's like a house with good bones, right? Like when you get a house that has good bones and good structure, it's like, oh man, I can do something with this. Right? But
with no monthly maintenance fee.
So all he had to do was come in, redo the floors, redo the kitchen, redo the bathroom, add his touch, add his guys. And let me be very clear. The guys he took from South Carolina State and brought him over to the guys he took from Benedict and brought him to South Carolina State, those are the guys that brought his culture. See, now what you're now I'm about to stop preaching. What you're seeing right now is what happens when your best player, right? Your two best players have played for you before. Eric Phoenix had played with him at Benedict for 2 years. Caden High had played with him for 2 years. Duarte had played for him at Benedict. All the stars you see on the team had played for Chinnisberry at Benedict. They knew who he was. does. They know what he's about. They know the mantras. They know what it is to win. Listen to me. He built you brought winners with you. So they know what winning looks like. They know if you believe in what they're teaching you, you will win. So it's easy to do a turnaround with a lot of the guys that you're bringing with you. They understand your culture. They understand who you are as a coach, and they can implement that down to the team.
As we all know, Bo Prabula
Right?
is a
So
running
again,
quarterback, right?
South Carolina State wasn't a Morgan State type of situation or Delaware State. It wasn't the best, but it wasn't bad. They had great bones, and you bring in somebody like Dennis Berry who adds their spices and makes it all work. And now you're seeing a team, you're seeing a program get back to where they was. Now this is the key. For this to continue, it has to start with the quarterback. And Eric Phoenix leaving is where you will see what Chennis Berry looks like in his second year. I think in first year he's going to make it to the Celebration Bowl. And I said, what did I say when he got there? I said Chennis Berry is going to beat black coaches.
Running back is wide. Running back's going to motion back in. You're going to see that
Chennis Berry is going to beat black coaches. That's just what he does.
These two guys
he's going to beat black coaches.
They're going to see
very
the
simple.
same thing.
You only got to win 5 games in the MEAC to be in the Celebration Bowl. He beats black coaches. That's just what he do. I've said that from his jump. He gonna beat black coaches.
Fourth quarter,
right? It's the white coaches. Could he beat them?
At this point, they've lost. Why? Because Tyler Warren.
I'm still on the fence about that one. Still on the fence about that one.
No one's there. No, by the way,
I'm a little fence about the white coaches. But overall, what Chennis has done is just absolutely amazing. Bobby coming to you, then Rocky coming to you.
Remember that name, Tyler Warren? Well, right now,
my
he's the
brother.
guy lined up at quarterback. So
I can't agree with you more what you're saying. I just wanted to add to that. The way the coaching hire happened, how it was like a smooth transition from Pugh into Chennis. Not saying he didn't lose any players, but he didn't lose. It wasn't like it was a gap in coaching. So he was able to maintain some of those other players. So he didn't have to rebuild a complete team. He
Absolutely.
just added his stars.
Absolutely. In the crazy thing, Bobby, in the places that they needed them, everybody, if you ask any South Carolina State alum or fan, they'll tell you what our offense was atrocious. Our offense was bad last year, right? So now you bring in an offensive-minded guy who had a great offensive scheme, and his former star quarterback falls back into his lap.
You can't beat that.
You can't beat that. The Bama leaves. He left Benedict, went to Murray State. He didn't play at Murray State. He falls back into the portal. And just when he gets back in the portal, guess who goes D1 and gets the guy at South Carolina? You can't ask for a better. You couldn't write a movie that good.
You can't. But that's all I want to say, my brother. Keep up the good work.
Appreciate it, B. All right, what's up, Coach? Coach Johnny Cole in the building, man. Appreciate you, Coach. Rocky, coming to you.
Okay, Scotty. This is a conversation I've been meaning to have with you for a couple of weeks now. Is it, and we're talking about the transfer portal and acquisition of players and stuff like that, is it better to get a D2 player that's all conference and that has a resume, or is it better to get a Division I player with very little film but has a lot of potential? Like Chennis Berry really just got all his players that were really good players at Benedict and brought them over, and it seems like all of them are really performing well. And whereas with the FAMU situation, they signed a lot of former D1 signees, Power 5 and Group of 5 signees. And they, for some reason, I'm not going to use the word struggling, but they're certainly not playing up to their expectations. So I just wonder, is it harder to play up to those expectations that you have for those players? Or is just a D player with a resume, is it just simply going to turn out to be a better player more times than not?
Okay. So let me say this. I'm always going... Let me be very mindful. Listen, skill players, I don't care where you come from. I'm gonna just keep it a buck with you. If it's anything outside the trenches, I do not care where you come from. D3, D2, D1, I don't give a damn. If your tape says you can ball, your tape is going to say you can ball. It's very simple for me. And I do not like bringing in kids that don't got no tape. That don't make sense to me. That don't make sense to me. And if I can find a D2 kid, like I'll give you a perfect example. The kid from Virginia Union, Jada Bowers. Like, if I can find a kid like Jada Bowers who has been killing for the last 3 years and I'm able to bring him up, I'm good with that. I'm absolutely good with that. But it's two things. Does he fit what I'm trying to do? Are we a good fit? That's one, right? Like, if I'm a pass first team, do I really want to bring in a Jada Bowers who had been used to getting the ball 600 damn times? Like, you get what I'm saying? Like, are we a good fit? But when it comes to skill players, I don't care where they come from, because your tape is going to tell me where if you're good enough. And I'm so sick and tired of seeing practice tape. I swear to God, Rocky, I swear to God, I am so sick and tired of seeing Bama's practice tape be like, hey, man, in practice, I was really. Now, I'm not going to lie. Damon Stewart's practice tape, I liked it. From UAB, I liked it. So I like Damon Stewart from his practice tape. I'm not going to lie to you on that one. And there's a couple kids I've seen on the practice tape. I'm like, I like that, right? But overall, I want to see game tape. I don't care if it's one game, right? Like, if we go back to Jacoby and Morgan, I watched this Syracuse tape. The game wasn't the best, but you could see the attributes and you can see the talent of which he was going against, right? Like, those things matter. DeQuincy from Alabama State was a D2 guy from Clark, Atlanta. You can see the skill set and it translates, right? If you're a great running back, it don't matter what level you on. If I can see your breakaway speed, if I can see your balance, if I can see your contact, you're good. So me personally, when it comes to skill players, I'm sorry, I'm taking the wrong way to answer your question, but skill players, I don't care what you. Now, trenches, listen, trenches is a different story, because for me, it's like this. Do I prefer a kid with tape? Yes, but I got to go to your measurables. I just got to. Like, I can't get a D2 kid who's been killing that guard who's 6'1", 280. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like, I'm going to come back around to you. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me see what else I can find. And if nothing else piques my fancy, I'm going to come scoop you up. You know what I'm saying? Like, so it's those little things when it comes to trenches play, right? Like, I think, me personally, like a DN, you can get around with a 6'2", 6'3", maybe 260, 250 DN that can kind of play linebacker, kind of play DN. You might be able to get away with that every now and again in the SWAC, because left tackles and right tackles really aren't that dominant. You can really beat them with speed, so that's not a big issue. But when you're talking about them interior trenches, oh yeah, like bro, Jackson got True Thompson. That Bama's like 6'5", 280, 290. Like, what I look like getting a guard 6'1", 275. You know what I'm saying? But he was all conference at D2. Like, no. But what I would go find is I go to them white boy D2s and them big brisket Bamas. They've been throwing hay bales their whole life. I'll go find me a big white 6'3" white boy, 280, 295. We can come holler at me. You know what I'm saying? So I think with trench play, you have to start looking at the measurables with the tape. But skill players, man, if you can ball, you can ball. You know what I'm saying? If you can ball, you can ball.
So just to be clear, you on the skill players, you want a resume, you want some game film. You don't want a guy who was signed out of high school as a 3-star, 4-star, and didn't play at Auburn or UAB or somebody like that. You'd much rather have a D2 All-American than a kid like that.
Unless I know you can run like the wind blows, that's the only way I'll take you with no tape. Because you can't teach speed. You just, like, I remember my coach in college, he had a picture frame, and it said, if you don't recruit speed, you'll end up chasing it, right? Like, so to me, if you can run like the wind blows, you'll always have a spot. Doesn't mean you're going to start. Doesn't mean you're going to be great. But I'll give you an opportunity because of the speed that you have. because you can't teach that, right? But there are certain aspects of the game where I need a guy who's a baller, because what tape's going to show me is when things get tight, when I need that 3rd and 3, when I need that 4th and 2, when your team needed a play to be made, you made that play. Those are the guys I want, right? It doesn't matter what level you at. If you a baller, you a baller. And if you're willing to step up to the plate, you're going to step up to the plate. So that's my thing. I think go ahead.
Just the last question. I'm gonna get off, guys. And this is the position I want you to look at. Take the same kind of dilemma. And what do you do at quarterback? Do you take a guy like David Wright, or do you take a guy who was signed really high out of high school?
I take a guy like David Wright, and my perfect example is the Castanopoulos kid from Boston College. He's literally David Wright. I mean, let's keep it a buck. They're literally the same. He might be 2 inches taller than David Wright and might be 10 or 15 pounds heavier. They're literally the same player.
Yeah.
In college, if I'm being honest, and I talk to a lot of short guys, right? But short guys always say, Scotty, I've been short my whole life. You know what I'm saying? Like I've played this position and I've been this height my whole life, right? So give me the guy who is the guy. Like don't give me a guy who I think maybe give me the guy who can show. I can look at his tape, 6 minutes of tape of him being the guy. You get what I'm saying? Like, and with quarterbacking, it comes down to reps. And that's why, and you can see the difference on the field with Walker and Eric. Eric has been playing this thing for 3 years. Walker is in his first year. When you've never been in a game like this, Walker, you've never been. Eric Phoenix has been in 2 SIAC championship games. He's been in big-time rivalry games. You can say it's D2, but wins is wins, losses is losses. He been in.
On the line,
come on. He's been in playoff games where he's lost. He knows how that feels. There's certain things that you can't teach players who haven't been in that moment, right? Like Eric Phoenix knows, hey, I've let things slip away. This is my last opportunity. I'm not going to let this slip away. I know what it feels like to lose in a playoff game. I know what it feels like to be favored and lose. I know what that feels like, right? You can't explain that to certain players if you've never been through it. So to me, it's not to say Walker Harris is bad. It's just that he needs more experience, and it's coming it's coming to a head because you're in one of the biggest games of the year, and your team cannot just say, Walker, we need you right now. They can't say that to him because he's never been in that position. And the coaches don't trust him.
Well, here's another thing I think that puts you at a disadvantage too. And I'm talking about this as a play caller and as an offense. When your quarterback was that guy for like the past 3 years, it makes play calling really easy. Because you not only do you trust him, you know if it's not a good play, he still can make it out of something. And so that's one of the things too I think they're dealing with as an offense. My man Davius Richards was special. And so they maybe not had to be perfect when they drew it up. And now I think Walker Harris is a player you're gonna have to moose it for him. You're gonna have to draw it up and make it open because he's not the guy that can find it open.
Yeah.
But anyway, man, a good show, bro. And I'll just sit back and listen.
Nah, man, appreciate the call, Rocky. Anytime, man. Jump on whenever you want to talk. Listen, and I got a text message, and I feel the exact same way. Who has NCCU hasn't been tested? And this is, and listen, you guys can say what you want. You guys can feel how you feel. This is no hate. This is no nothing. But I'm telling you, games like Tennessee Tech, games like the Citadel, games like who else they play? Tennessee Tech, Citadel, Georgia Southern. Games like today. These are the games that give you your stripes as a team to say, when you look down the line, you say, bro, we've been in this game before. Games like FAMU, right? We've been in these situations before. We're good. We're better than this team. We've played better teams. We've competed at a higher level. It's the same thing to where for Jackson, they can lean on the ULM game. They can lean on the FAMU game, right? There's games. Now, offensively, can you lean on that? No. Defensively, yes, right? Like defensively, Jackson can lean on that, but they can't lean on a game to where they're like, oh, yeah, we outscored. They don't lean on that. But what I'm saying is just that when you're in those tight games, it gives you the stripes to be like, we pulled it out, right? For those, and that's why you want to, and I keep saying this, that's why you build your schedule the way that you build it, is to prepare you down the stretch to say, hey, we're good enough to compete. I want to see what Trey Oliver got to say.
I think we only ran 16 plays in the first half. So we're playing decent on base downs, but third down, we're giving away too many third downs. Offensively, we just got to take it one play at a time. We're playing behind the chains. So we got to get some positive plays in, convert. It's going to take one play at a time, stacking plays and stacking drives. There's no need to panic. We still got 30 minutes left. We got to play much better, obviously, this half than we did in the first.
What are you seeing from them defensively? What are they doing to throw you guys off offensively where you all can't get it going?
They stopping first down. They winning first down. That's the big thing. They're winning first down, and then they're getting some pressure on Walker back in the pocket. In the pocket. So we just got to settle down. We're a little antsy, and this isn't North Carolina Central football. So we'll come out and we'll play better second half. There's no need for us to panic.
Thanks so much. We appreciate the time.
Yep.
All right, so let me say this. I disagree, right? I disagree. Richard, Hagens, and Jacobian, right? You can't put Body in there because he's injured. So that already gets Walker in the 5, right? And Crawley, you definitely got to put Crawley in front of Walker just because of starts and potential and stuff like that. So to me, Walker does come in at number 5. If you can't count Body because he's hurt. Like you just can't do it. All right. And that's my guy, you know what I'm saying? But you can't. Just not realistic. This is tough. This is tough, man. If they keep stringing these runs out, this is tough.
Well, he's netted 14 yards through the first 2 quarters. Add 2 more after that run.
Take a look at this. I mean, the numbers there. Struggling just to get 3 yards a touch. And those aren't just rushing yards. That's all together, including reception.
15th in FCS.
I think that's my problem that I'm seeing is that they're not getting him involved in the passing game.
A game, and the MEAC leading rusher has just been silenced as well as that one through the hands of the intended target, Chance Peterson. It's 3rd and 8.
Yeah, they just cannot get it going right now. And schematically, I think, these programs are just so familiar with each other with Coach Berry and Coach Oliver having coached on the same staff before down at Southern University. And they kind of know each other. The D coordinators know each other.
If they stop them right here, I'm sorry. Like, outside of a turnover or South Carolina State giving them the ball back like a fumble or anything, this game is over.
Target out of the backfield.
He's got 21 receptions on the season. But Harris instead tries to go in double coverage with Joaquin Davis, and there once more was Washington.
Hey, these men was playing. These men was playing. Okay, like, no. Tennisberry got to be smiling from ear to ear. You talking about putting tape out that just like, we better than you?
Hard to get back on beat.
Like, we just better than you. Like, they are balling right now, boy. They are balling.
5th one of the night. Yanash Carter awaits this punt from Juan Velarde. And right into the hands, a line drive, and Carter is able to recover that one, and he is fortunate in doing so.
Boy, that was close.
That would have been
disastrous.
It's
stuff like that stuff like that turn that game around.
Offensively, you can't get it going. The defense started to slow down South Carolina State, but you may need a team by your special teams or an alternative unit to pick you up.
Well, these are the top two teams in the MEAC and in your power rankings, Jay. South Carolina State preseason picked 4th overall against the preseason favorites against North Carolina Central. And tonight, it's been South Carolina State that's been the better team.
Absolutely, showing America that the Bulldogs are here. They've got a great scheme, a new culture, and they can finish off what they did in the first half.
Eric Phoenix with a little hesitation there and tripped up and brought down by Ja'Kai Brevard. Well, you like the job that Eric Phoenix has done, one of 14 who transferred over with head coach Chinnisberry, and new blood, new life fueled into this program, and one that has a storied history as Chinnisberry took over for the legendary Buddy Pugh, who retired as the all-time winningest coach in program history. And now Chinnisberry is starting to cement his imprint into the program here on 2nd and 7. DeAndre Duhart with a run right up the middle. And right at number 10 in white, Jaden Taylor.
You got to watch that tight end right here. 3rd and 3. Got to watch that tight end. We got to watch that backside. You could probably do a front side slant, but watch that backside slant or watch the tight end right here when it's 3rd and 3.
That has just not been the case. South Carolina State has done a good job of neutralizing what North Carolina Central likes to do on defense, which is apply pressure to the pocket. That's been one of the keys why
QB run.
The Eagles have not been able to get off the field.
Oh, what a hole shot! What a shot! Oh, that is nasty! That is nasty! Are you kidding me?
This is knowing your scouting report, knowing
that is nasty!
Didn't have to put a lot of velocity.
It's a whole shot!
And he threw the ball perfectly in between the cornerback and the safety.
He pumped the under and threw the hole.
Coordinator for South Carolina State has seen now Eric Phoenix throw for 2,000 yards in the season, and the jet sweep to Caden High, who we talked about, has a ton of speed. And
that's different. That's nasty.
In Georgia,
that's nasty.
Brought down, and he comes out of Grayson High School.
That's nasty.
Great programs in the
state. Okay,
absolutely.
So
and I like
quarterback coach
from Jonathan Williams with the play selection.
And so what he just told me was, he said you got to look at the difference in the quarterback, right? He said the same coverage that South Carolina State ran on Walker is the same coverage that NCCU just ran on Eric. So that 3rd down,
Grambling as the quarterback, and as Tyler Smith first carry of the game.
So that 3rd down, that
who's back into the ball game.
The 3rd down that Walker threw into double coverage, that was palm, right? Which is a cover 4, right? Cover 4, whatever. And then the same was, they did the same palm against Eric. The difference was is Eric pumped the under to hold the DB so he couldn't drop back into the God.
Max Urin, the interception for Urin, his first of the season. He's still going across the 50, and that's the type of play.
That's what you saw. Here you go. This is what NCCU needed right here.
Fortunate that wasn't a pick 6. He had a blocker in front of him. Great effort by the South Carolina State wide receiver. I think it was Carter just to go in pursuit, but he's got nothing but green ahead of him. And watch Carter not give up. Once, he won't get blocked. And then 2, he's just there to harass and not allow him to cut across the field. And a few mistakes, the one mistake we've seen from Phoenix tonight. You know why it happened? They got pressure on the quarterback. Couldn't step into his throw. Inaccurate pass.
Now what can NCCU do with
this?
How about Max Urin doing a great job on defense? Let's see if Walker Harris can get it going. They go deep to Markel Quick.
I was talking about number 45, but Max Urin is not a bad linebacker. I was talking about number 45 with the one-on-one tackle. Max Urin is not a bad guy.
And now North Carolina Central has the opportunity to strike here.
Yeah, but Coach Oliver said we're losing on 1st down. What did you do just now? You just lost on 1st down. Incomplete pass on 1st down is a loss. They got to get Walker Harris going.
Jamari Taylor getting going. John Hannibal
Let me ask y'all this: do you go for it on fourth down?
I'll say this: not many
If
plays for North Carolina Central and
I
South
say you
Carolina
got
State
to
territory
because you haven't been on this side of the field all day long. You have to go for it.
End of the half, they turn the tide here. An all-important third and fourth, because you said coming out of the locker room, it was going to be really important.
I think you gotta. If you're going for it on fourth down, it's got to be a two-play drive. You either got to run this, make it 4th and 2, or you gotta
field on fourth down.
Well, they hand it off to Taylor, the MEAC leading rusher, and Jamari Taylor.
They needed it. They needed it.
The flex from Jamari Taylor.
Listen,
36
I
yards
just
out,
said it. I
and
said the
Central's
only
on the
way
board.
NCCU gets back into this game is if
Team's
South Carolina State gives them the ball. And this is one of the
Watch where he
opportunities.
sees the safety that's going to come, and he sets him up from 5 yards away. Like, oh, you're the only guy that can make the tackle right now.
You got to wrap that guy up. You got to make that tackle. You got to make that tackle. Got to make that tackle.
And explosiveness of Jamari Taylor.
Coaches say he is awesome with the ball in his hands. The extra point attempt is up and it's through, but Max Urine, 54 and white, set it up. The linebacker, and they capitalize on the turnover. Jamari Taylor to pay dirt.
Listen,
and North Carolina Central right back in this.
That's real. That is real. That is real. Listen, I still think South Carolina State's the better team. I remember I got them winning by, I think I got them winning by 10. I know I said 10. I think I figure out.
Finding my light. No, knowing my
Did I give a score?
Just trying not to overthink things. M&M's for all kind.
But the key is, to me, is I think South Carolina State's still the better team. If your chin is buried, you're saying, listen, guys, we gave them 7. I mean, you really did. You really gave them 7 points. You've been killing them all game. So, but what you cannot lose is momentum. You cannot lose momentum. That's what you can't do. Can't lose momentum. Can't do it. Can't do it. Right? Gave them 7. Hey, listen, they haven't stopped us all day. This is the conversation you're having with your offense. Hey, listen.
Turkey is crispy.
They haven't stopped us all day. We're good. All right? Let's get back in. Let's lock it in. Let's do what we do. Let's drive this ball down. Let's get points. And let's shut them out. And let's just go home. Let's go home. You know what I'm saying? So that's what you do. That is what you do, man.
Now at T-Mobile.com, get the new iPhone 16 Pro.
You know what the score is?
And families can save
Why I gotta change it?
Versus the other big guys.
At Burger King, we flame grill our burgers. Why? Because that's how it should be done. Hot, juicy, smoky, flame grilled, and made your way. Come experience the flame grilled.
So we'll see.
2 Whopper chickens for just $5.
I agree. 100% agree. Ain't no need to panic for what they haven't stopped you all day.
Full flavored lager with a crisp, refreshing taste. A reward for those with a fighting spirit. You've earned this, so hold it up high. Modelo, the mark of a fighter.
Thanks. What'd you get? Oh, I got another double shot, double.
My bad,
cream,
guys.
double
Gotta check my fan, dude.
Double hot, double calf, double sweet. Hey, did you know that Discover doubles your cash back at the end of the first year?
You are cut off.
You earn, we match.
Debbie.
Unlimited cashback match.
When migraine strikes, do you question the trade-offs of treating? With Ubrelvy, there's another option. Ubrelvy works
That's just
fast.
you don't need to
Most
change
have
anything.
migraine
Absolutely.
pain
Listen,
relief
this is what. Listen, you still want it to be a game. You know what I'm saying? Like it's a game now. If South Carolina State went down and scored, the game was over. You couldn't tell me no different. But again, I'm gonna say this: the only way NCCU is effective is with Jamari Taylor being Jamari Taylor. If you can effectively stop the run, NCCU is not a threat. What part of Maryland you from, bro? Silver Spring, baby. Montgomery County, Moco. You already know what it is. Silver Spring, not Silver Springs. Don't put no S on the back of Springs. Silver Spring. Silver Spring, Maryland.
A special running back indeed. You know, the Eagles had 11 rushing yards before this 36-yard touchdown run.
I mean, that's what home run hitters do. You know, you can strike out 3 times, but if you come big like Freddie Freeman style in the fourth quarter or the 9th inning of a game, hey, all is forgiven. And that's why sometimes you force feed the ball. If he's your best football player, you find creative ways to get him touches. Offensive line did a fantastic job creating that space as well.
I hear you shouting out the World Series champion Los Angeles Dodgers.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Freddie Freeman was clutch in that series.
It took a lot for me to like him because he was a former Brave, but I love him now. Dodger fan.
Hey, look, Buddy Pugh wouldn't want to hear you say that because he's a huge Braves fan. Shamonte Burgess picks it up off the ground, and nice tackle and stuck there. As there is Coach Pugh. That's the legend. Hey, you know what? He embodied MEAC football. I mean, 22 seasons as the head coach of South Carolina State, winning a national championship, delivering their last MEAC title back in 2021. Oliver Buddy Pugh is just synonymous with success. He retired last year. We had an opportunity to cover part of his wonderful career.
How about that one there?
Yeah, winning is taking over.
Winning the national championship, winning the Celebration Bowl, his proudest moment.
Oh, yeah, so special. And he was just on the field, part of that 1974 MEAC championship team, the first of 18 MEAC crowns for this South Carolina State program, the most in conference history. The handoff to Tyler Smith, who came into the ball game after a steady dose of Duhart in the first half, and boy, he's been a nice spark on now drive number 2.
Good run. How about this?
If South Carolina State can do that all game,
for my give me 5,
SECU ain't got a
I'm
chance.
going to tell you, each school in the conference is the greatest football team. Could it be 1974 South Carolina State?
Hey, Jay.
But that was the toughest one to pick. I will say that. What Central team will it be? So look forward to that one. Good to see Buddy Pugh acknowledge.
I would like to see a
50-year
toss
anniversary.
right here.
And you're going to
You'll get a toss sweep right here. You got the leverage. I would love to see something to the edge right here.
Okay.
One of them won't be a shocker, but
Phoenix underneath. That's Caden High, who was waiting for it. And a first down. Isaiah Norris on the tackle.
And you notice the confidence to go back to Eric Phoenix. You know, normally quarterback throws an interception, you kind of get him back in the groove slowly. But after the run by Tyler Smith, Phoenix trying to get him going again back into that groove to forget about that interception.
They got the toss sweep, but they won it.
And the dual threat quarterback takes in the shotgun, and there was some movement up front. Free play here. And the pass incomplete. Justin Smith-Brown, the intended target.
Taking advantage of a free play. They caught
Offside.
North Carolina Central in the neutral zone.
Hey, that Bama went off sides, and they took that Bama out.
Say
The
this.
next play.
You have a player in Eric Phoenix, graduated from Windsor Forest High School in Savannah, Georgia, starts his career at Benedict, had success in winning that 2022 SIAC championship. They go on to win it the following year, but Phoenix decides to transfer and go to Murray State and try his luck in the transfer portal. Didn't work out the way he wanted, so when Chinnis Berry had the opportunity to take over as head coach, they wanted Phoenix, and you can see why, because of just his knowledge of the offense, his comfortability. And again, Keyshawn Toney has been the one that he's liked a lot tonight.
You know, Phoenix believed that he was a Division I quarterback. You know, nothing wrong with chasing your dream. And I think right now he's proven that he can play at this level.
I love this up tempo. I'm loving this up tempo by Jonathan Williams. Keep him off balance. Show him the same formation. I love it.
Type of guy, and they have full confidence in him, and the way that he is just
This is
distributing the
just easy
football
pick.
and quickly
This is
getting it
just
out of his
easy
hands. And again, Caden High,
with this up tempo offense. I'm loving
they
this.
talked at length about those speedy receivers for the Bulldogs.
And those are the throws I've been waiting for him to do. The little RPO action there. Fake the run, the linebacker comes in, throw the slant route right behind him, executed to perfection.
MEAC's leading passer, more than 2,000 yards through the air.
You got the one-on-one at the bottom if you want it. Got the one-on-one at the bottom. Oh, hit it. Turn it up.
Ability, but
get off
he is
block.
brought down. Great tackle.
Oh, they had it. They had
He
it.
is a guy
They had it.
quite a bit tonight, and the quarterback of the defense, if you will, especially in that secondary. Five of
They got the
9
bubble out here if
on
you want to
third
see as well.
downs. The Bulldogs looking to convert and keep the drive alive. Phoenix with space and time and is short of the first down. Cole Jones makes the tackle.
Yeah, starting to see that defensive line get penetration and make things just a little bit uncomfortable.
That didn't look like 3rd and 3. That looked like 3rd and 6.
Progressions with 4 or 5 seconds like he was able to do in the first half.
Thank you, Reggie. I appreciate you, my boy.
We've seen South Carolina State go for it once, and now
I would take
this
again.
Eagles defense here on 4th down. And Chinnis Berry, we try to draw him off sides.
This ain't no. This is like, yeah, they had it at 3rd and 3. That was definitely a longer. Pick up, boom, get it, boom, easy money. Easy money. That boy Caden high difference. Easy money. Jesus. You can't ask for something that easy. Come on, God, that's easy.
Will linebacker. And
Okay, can I explain to you what I'm seeing
in this defense for
First of all, I like that you go to your guy. Don't go to a random ninja. Don't go to some number 33. Like, hey, my guy against your guy, my guy's better. Very simple. I love that, man. I love that. Shout out to Chinnis, man. Shout out to Chinnis. Like, even if it don't work, I still respect the fact I'm not going to a random nigga. I'm sorry. I'm not going to a random ninja. I'm going to go to my guy. We're going to do a speed out to the sticks. My guy gets your guy. Come on, man. I just gotta love it, man. Got to love the. It's what I like to call that is calculated aggression, right? It's calculated aggressiveness to where it's like, okay, you're going to be scared to get beat over the top. You don't want to give anything, so you're going to give us the space that we need. We're going to condense it just down a little bit so you know it. You don't know if it could be an inside route or an outside route, so you split it in the middle, right? Nice little speed out. Come on, man. Come on. Hey, that's what it means. That's what it means when listen, hey, that stuff. Chinnis Berry just don't be talking. When he say kill a fly with a sledgehammer, that's what that looks like. Because you know what you're telling your team? They're not. Listen, if you've never played football and you're an offensive-minded person, when you got a coach, that's, I'm telling you, I'm telling you. Listen, Chinnis probably don't he don't cuss, but an offensive-minded coach will be like this. Fuck it, we going for it. Like, ain't nothing better than hearing an offensive coach, your OC, your head coach, if they offensive guys, right, or just aggressive guys. If they just aggressive guys, right, there's nothing better than running to the huddle or hearing it, and he be like on a media timeout or something, or like a timeout, and they be like, the coach be like this, how far are we? Man, fuck it, we going for it. Hey, call a play, coach. We going for that. Like, I love that. I love, you gotta love that, man. That's to love it, man. I'm telling you.
Muscle aches and rash, parasitic infection, or hardened circulation.
Oh, I love that, man. I'm telling you, if you're an offensive-minded person, if you're an offensive-minded player, you love that. You love that. Like, even if you get stopped, you just love it. Because you're like, man, coach, you know we better.
Plus, coming your way Saturday, the prelims at 5 Eastern, followed by the main card at 8. Highlighted by flyweight main event. That should be a good one here in Orangeburg, South Carolina. Certainly is a good one. Tyler Smith on his first down carry, not much room to run, picks up about a yard, but these are the top two teams in the conference. And the winner of this one will have control of the conference. But again, 5 games within the MEAC, and we've seen a lot of things take place. 1 win, conference champions we've seen the last 3 seasons. South Carolina State in 2021, North Carolina Central.
Watch the tight end right here.
The reigning champs in Howard University last year. Pass underneath, and that's to
They
Yanaj
killing these
Carter.
numbers
And
on mesh.
Carter
They are
down to
absolutely
about
killing
the
these numbers on mesh.
5-yard line, maybe 4. And it's third down.
Good time to throw the football here. And one of the things that you have to figure out here is, North Carolina Central is not bringing pressure because the team speed of South Carolina State. But down here, not a lot of room. You can take the chance, play more man-to-man coverage to be disruptive and try and get a tackle behind the line of scrimmage.
Design run the entire way, and Phoenix taking punishment from Ja'Kai Brevard and others as Brevard is back on the field.
That's probably the only play call I could
So they were running, trying to get the first down. Really comes down to that spot. If he got it or not.
I wouldn't put my quarterback in that situation. Do a jet sweep and have Caden High or any one of your guys. Have them do that. Don't put that on. After you knew you just fumbled on the last, you know what I'm saying? Like, I just wouldn't do that.
They were on their own 1-yard line. And North Carolina Central's defense held them. They ran the ball. Can they run the ball here on 4th and 2?
The key is for
and I don't like this play call. If it's a run, I good, bad, or indifferent. I don't like condensing the formation to run the ball.
In the backfield, looks like they're going to try to draw them off sides.
They try to go.
Not successful in doing so. They spend a timeout, and the kicking unit.
I'm not
going to come on. You didn't like that call?
No, I don't like you losing the timeout. This game's too close. You never know what could happen. If you're going to go for it, you go for it. In that situation there, if you're on the 2-yard line, 5-yard penalty back, you should be able to make that field goal if you're going to kick it. And then if you do decide to go for it, I'm not a fan of letting the other defensive linemen get rest. See, big boys, they like to get rest, and they're hard to stop when they've got their legs underneath them. We'll see how it all plays out. I remember when I played in the NFL, and it was like whenever we played
Seattle
Seahawks,
putting the offense back out
Cortez Kennedy had a rest.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go.
And Seattle will call timeouts for him to rest. So he can blow you
up. Fly with a sledgehammer.
And so
watch the tight end right here. Watch, it's either Caden High or the tight end right here.
You lose the timeout, and now it's Jonathan Williams' offense versus Courtney Cord's defense.
Watch Caden High in the slot. If they do throw the ball, he's going in motion. No, sir.
And it's going to be close, and Max who was there to make the tackle, depending upon the
Do
spot.
that with your wide receivers. I do not like that play call. I don't. Listen, regardless if they stopped it or not, I don't like that play call. Do that with your receivers.
Max Urin had an interception earlier in the game, and then a critical stop here on this tackle on 4th and 2.
Well, what a job by Urin. Read his keys and then was able to bring down the ball carrier. So often you see somebody overrun that ball carrier, but good job. And Urin trying to be the spark for this Central defense in the second half.
And what do we hear from Trey Oliver
But
coming out of the
listen,
locker
at the
room
end of the
that,
day, I went the wrong. Yeah, I saw that too. Number 71. What I like, hey, you gotta show me you can go 95 yards. Go 96. Go 98 yards.
Kind of bobbled the ball.
Go 98 yards and show me. Show me you can go 98 yards against my defense.
A few yards.
Show me that. You got three. You didn't get three first downs all day. Show me you can go 98 yards against my defense. I'm not mad at you.
Because he has not gotten into.
I still don't like the play call, even though 71 missed the spot. I don't like the play call. I just don't.
In previous games.
He's a guy that
I'd rather you do that with a running back. Just do like a wildcat with running back. Like, I'd rather you do that, right? Like that's what they do.
Simplify it.
And how about the play by Josh Baker? And Josh Baker.
Tell me, you don't trust your quarterback without telling me you don't trust your quarterback.
3rd and 5 here.
Oh my God! Tell me you don't trust your quarterback without telling me you don't trust your quarterback. And just look at this play calling. This play calling is crazy.
Just a little bit non-traditional for Central to miss blocks like that.
What does Matt Leone draw up here for his offense on 3rd down? Gotta win it.
Man across. They look like they're dropping out now. Ooh, got him offside.
Opportunity.
Got him offside.
That was Mekhi Wall who had the reception. He was going to be short, but Again, you saw Jaden Broughton jump.
Offsides, defense. Previous spot will result in the first down.
So a first down awarded to North Carolina Central.
Hey, listen, David,
after
you ain't
the
lying. This is
penalty.
probably one of the best games I've ever watched all year. For real, like just engaging. Like it's been bad play call, but it ain't been horrible. This is probably the most engaging football game I've watched all season. For real, for real. Like for real, for real. This is a great game. Regardless of how bad Walker looks, it's been a great game just overall.
Start at bottom of your screen. Look what they're doing down there. They'll tell you what they're doing. They're playing off coverage. So it's a zone. They are just collapsing.
That's what that looks like. You can't do nothing without running the ball. That's what you're telling me, NCCU. That's what you're telling me.
Central's without their starting center, Noah McKinney, who's one of the
best.
I
don't need to look for the QB keeper. Walker ain't going nowhere.
And when you lose your starting center, a little tough to do. Not putting it all on the center position, but they just have not been in sync. Winning at the line of scrimmage tonight. Great job by South Carolina State.
There was McKinney again underneath, and Johnny on the spot. That's Michael.
Tell me don't touch your quarterback. I swear to God, Josh better not say nothing about no Walker Harris, because this play calling is telling me I don't trust my guy.
Gap integrity in the
that is what this play calling is telling me. I don't trust my guy. I don't trust my O-line, and I don't trust my quarterback.
Scouting reports. They're doing a great job of recognizing their keys and executing.
And Jordan Odefer was engineered this defense, one of the best in stopping the runs, but they've also done a great job in limiting this pass offense for North Carolina Central. Walker Harris airing it out. Dangerous throw. It's intercepted. That's Michael Brunson. Brunson with the INT.
That was an absolute.
He was just playing center field.
That was an absolute.
Closest to Brunson calls it in.
What was
Sometimes
that?
You gotta find a better place to go with the ball and give your big target receiver an opportunity to help you out there, but he threw it out there in no man's land. South Carolina State comes up with the huge interception.
That's bad.
It's been the Bulldogs night
bad.
all night. Looks like it's
That was bad.
continuing here.
That was bad. Oh, that was bad, boy. Hey, listen. I'm going to need all that energy to come Josh Way on Sunday. I'm going to need all that energy to come Josh Way on Sunday, because they looking real false. Looking real false right now. I'm just listen. Looking real false right now. That's all I'm going to say. Looking real Rolexes. That's all I'm going to say.
And you have the stream every night?
Yeah, every night.
I see.
Get up for the Bulldog. Everybody get up.
While you were away, there was some
Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up. Get up for the Bulldogs. Everybody get up.
An emergency pizza.
Boy, you know them Q's tearing it up.
There you go. Thank you. Welcome. Enjoy.
Margaret is eating Progresso chicken noodle soup with corn-cut carrots and tender white meat chicken that gives her the idea to take.
You know them Q's tearing it up right now. You know them Q's tearing it up right now.
Latest obsession. When you make it Progresso,
you know them Q's tearing it up. They probably getting a 15-yard penalty right now.
So we'll help you get more for
less than I thought.
And if you find a lower price,
tearing it up.
We'll match it.
Boy, this is.
Listen, help you holiday.
When I tell you, I'm gonna be on HBCU nightly bright and early. I'm gonna be like this watching it from my computer.
You need them.
I just want to hear the excuses that Josh gonna say, because he be having more excuses than a 7-year-old who lost their homework.
$200 in bonus bets.
And this what he love to do. He love to mute you, right? When you be, but Josh, you know, your quarterback looked in that.
Brown spent 31 years in D.C. backing radical liberal policy.
That's what he love. He love to do that.
Trans-biological men in girls' sports.
Love to do that. You get to talking, but Josh, your O-line couldn't block the mute.
That's the opposite of the Trump agenda.
Did he mute you?
President Trump and Ohio need Bernie Moreno in the Senate. 6 more years of
See, you don't know football.
They them.
You don't know
Last year,
football.
Senate leadership
Mute.
responsible for the content of this advertising.
Ohio voted to protect abortion rights.
Didn't Dave say something? Why you talking to me? School down the highway. You ain't even got how many wins you got. Let's not talk about how many wins we got.
Kevin Coughlin and the
How many first downs you got? Oh man! I told you them Q's hopping. What I tell you?
Getting down, they're hosting Duquesne. Miami is one of the top teams in the country. They'll kick off at noon Eastern on ABC. Then Florida, Georgia. Never want to miss that one. Capped off by Saturday Night Football. 10th ranked Texas A&M going to Columbia. That game kicks off at 7:30 on ABC. Well, after that interception by Michael Brunson,
I think South Carolina
it's
State
energized the fans here, and obviously the Bulldogs defense
on Jackson
got a little bite.
And when I mean beat down, I mean like 2 touchdowns or about 10 or 11.
North
It wouldn't be
Carolina
like
Central
35,
so far tonight on
7 or
2nd
like
and
that.
5 here.
Oh my God, that hole was so deep.
Phoenix, who finds Caden high with a little space. Outstanding runner who's put in the time with Phoenix. They've got a great connection right there, but it was the yards after catch, that run after catch, Jay.
I mean, watch the gear. He's going to kick it to a gear right now.
Oh
He's trying to
my
get right guy on this field. We knew the team was there for South Carolina State, particularly the skill positions. And this Caden High, he is a playmaker, dynamic.
Oh man!
Nice
Oh Jesus! Oh God! Oh man! Oh God!
In the first half, 2 plays, 46
Oh
yards.
man!
The extra point is good by Dyson Roberts and Caden High with 2
Oh Jesus!
tonight and continuing to lead.
Football team we're watching before us. Speaking of which, can I give it to him?
Oh, yes, you got to do it, man. Right here.
How about Jay's Gimme 5? The 5 best teams ever for your school. Whatever school you went to the MEAC, I'm going to give you your best team that you've ever had, okay? So let's get started with the list here. And this is not in order what team is best, but I'm saying Delaware State, the job that they did in 2007.
He said it's a good crowd out here. Boy, it's even a better crowd in here, Maury. It's even a better crowd in here, baby. We came to check it out. We came to see the Bulldogs. Oh man.
They lost there. They lost West Virginia, Division
Oh,
One,
man.
Old Dominion, and beat
Now,
Howard 1993.
now, okay. I just need people to put some respect on my name.
South Carolina State. How about this?
Because I've been talking about Caden High since week 2.
7 shutouts. They lost 1 game that year, but they lost that game by 1 point.
I just need people to put respect on my name. Because I've been talking about Caden High since about week 2, week 3. Oh, God. Dog, they hitting out here. So I just need people to put respect on my name because I've been talking about that Bama Caden High for a long time. And I told you that Bama was nice. I told you that Bama was different. I called him the Cooper Cup of the HBCU space. Nobody wanted to talk about him. Nobody said nothing about nothing. I called that Bama the Cooper Cup of the HBCU space. So I just telling you.
Jeffries, the Oliver Buddy Pews, and now the Chinnis Berry, who's trying to add his name to that
That's all
great
I'm
legacy.
saying.
Jamari Taylor spinning off a defender and Aaron Smith bringing them down.
So I gave my list there. So is that the gospel? You're going to accept it for what it is, or are you saying that you got something to add on to it?
Well, you know what? We're going to ask college football fans to return after this end of third quarter, so you can hear
And they put them points up pretty lackadaisical. They like
Carolina State controlling the way, give them the turnover
get back to the
They converted into points 24-7.
That boy Caden Hyde different, bro. I ain't gonna. That boy Caden Hyde different, man. I'm telling you, that boy Caden Hyde is very much so different. He's just different. And if you didn't watch him at D2, you wouldn't even understand. The kid was killing at D2. He was killing at Benedict. Absolutely a killer at Benedict.
Awesome. You can get it when you trade in any phone.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. You're saying
Just saying. Just saying.
At Verizon, new and existing customers can get iPhone 16
Listen.
Pro and a new
Oh
iPad.
my
all
God.
on us. That's
Listen.
over $1,400
Can we
in
just
value.
all agree that this is an old-fashioned ass whooping? Let's keep it a buck. You gotta go back to go forward, right? Because you gotta hear what Josh was saying about NCCU before this game. That's how you know how he like. Because I'm telling you, Josh. Listen to me. Listen to me very carefully.
Nothing scary.
Josh is the king of like diversion. Like he'll set you up one way, and you get him on talking, and he'll be like, whoa, wait a minute, didn't you just say that NCCU was this, that, and the third? And then he'll get on and say, well, we are that, but we have to do this, and we didn't do that, and we didn't. I'm like, did you not do it? Or did South Carolina State just dominate you in every aspect of the game? Like, did they literally just dominate you in every? Like, I would respect, and Josh my guy. I want to be very clear. Josh my guy. Josh know football. I'm not saying nothing. You know, when it comes to NCCU, he a little biased, but you know his stuff.
Something for the Garcias.
I just want Josh to get on there and say, you know what? We got dominated. We got dominated. In every phase of the game, they were better than us. Because that's facts. That ain't.
We can deliver that.
Thank you.
Today, tomorrow, get delivery at the speed you need only at the Home Depot.
Listen, there's no other, you can't fairy pixie dust this ass.
$7 deal lovers menu.
You can't fairy pixie dust this ass whooping, right? You can't Men in Black me with the nebulizer to make me forget what I just saw today was an absolute drugging. They beat you when the game started and the ref said heads or tails, and they did this.
It's back and it's only $6.
South Carolina State was on your ass.
And this holiday season, you can order a Cajun-style turkey at your local Popeyes.
South Carolina State was on your ass from the coin toss, from the coin flip. They was on your ass. So there's nothing Josh can tell you. I don't want to hear no tempo. I don't want to hear about no injury. Don't let Josh get off on none of that. I don't care if he mutes you 30 million times. Don't let Josh get you off on none of that. Because from the tip off, no diddy. From the word go, when the ref goes like this, when they blow the whistle, South Carolina State was on that ass. No diddy.
Bundle and save with the personal.
Where your ass? No diddy. So,
like a good neighbor, State Farm is there.
Hey, Blue, what was the score? What did Josh have for his score for the NCCU game? Because I had him by 10. I had South Carolina State by 10.
Your list, let me chime in.
So that was my score.
2 cents because I want to say a little
I
something.
mean,
too.
so I want to be very clear about
1975 South Carolina State team, also really special. It was Willie Jeffries, who we mentioned before, who led the South Carolina State program to prominence. And the defense only allowed like 30 points that season, or less than that, lost 2 games, however, but quite
I just want to be very
impressive.
clear.
And then
Because
the 1996
I'm telling you,
Howard team
I
led
said
by the
31,
#1
27
quarterback in Ted White.
I'm telling you.
I'm
straight
let
up.
you get away with that.
Now, did I see this happening?
So
Absolutely.
you're gonna say that 96 hour.
What
team,
I
right?
what I did
promise
say,
you,
and you can check the
87
comments,
Bryson gonna have something to say about
and
that.
Josh even brought it up. I said
I'm not trying to
NCCU
stop
has
that.
to be
You
balanced.
started it.
If you're not
You
balanced,
took
the
the
team is
bait.
not good.
Next week as Howard hosts
You're not a
North
good
Carolina
team, not
State.
balanced. Period.
And right now,
Because if you're asking for
has some work to
Walker
do. We
Harris
talked about Willie
to throw
Jeffries and
certain
the
times and
impact
beat
that he
you,
made on
boy,
college football. He was at Wichita State,
you're
the first
asking
African
for a
American
law.
to coach at a predominantly white institution, breaking barriers from 1973 to 78
Tough.
and 1989 to 01.
This is
He
crazy.
had 2 stints here at South
I
Carolina
thought
State.
that butt whooping by
One of the
Howard that
funniest
morning
human
was
beings
visual.
you'll ever meet.
He is. We saw him before the game. He said, "You got 2 nickels."
Jesus!
And right now, needing something to rub together to find success if you're North Carolina Central, because
Listen,
Jaden
ain't got,
Broughton with the
ain't got.
sack of Walker Harris.
You getting beat
on
by a
the
team
third or second
that got
and 1,
Velcro for their name.
that pushes them back 7.
They
Harris,
name not even stitched. It's
trying to
Velcro.
not feel the
Boy,
effects
the boy
of
name peeling off.
third
And they
sack
dogging
tonight
you like
for
that.
South Carolina State, and they have just made a home.
Somebody
in
got
the
some explaining
backfield.
to do.
Done a good job slowing down
Somebody
the
got some
#1
explaining.
offense in
Lucy,
the conference.
you got some explaining to
This
do.
is very impressive.
That
Nice
one
throw.
on target and
That was a
complete to Darrell Taylor. So Darrell Taylor near the Bulldog at midfield, a pickup of 18 and moves the chains.
Yeah, and I like that. Give me a little tempo after the big completion. Starts with the time, and that's the rhythm.
That
I talk about Walker Harris being a rhythm passer. When he throws in rhythm, very efficient, very good passer, can pick you apart. But I would go up tempo a little bit more. Don't be afraid to throw screen
somebody make
passes
sure y'all
to
submit
Jamari
the job.
Taylor out in the flat.
So he can't explain.
Get him in
So
the
he
open
can't.
field and see
So
if
he,
they can
I'm
bring him
telling
down.
you, man. Listen, I'm not telling you something I heard.
It's
Ooh,
Harris
that's
who's
a
going for it. That's Markel
That's a
Quick,
dot.
who is there.
That's a dot.
He's in for the score.
That's a
Quick
dot.
strike.
Hey, that's a
They
dot.
did it.
You got. Hey, I gotta give him credit for that. That's a dot. That's an
First
absolute dot.
touchdown of
That was
the
an
game
absolute
for
dot.
Quick, 51 yards out.
That's an absolute dot. Gotta give him that. That's a dot.
And that's what
In
they needed.
stride,
And did you
he was
rhythm?
covered. He threw him open. I
knew
want to be
where he
very
was going
clear.
with the
He
football,
threw him
took
open.
a
That was
nice
nasty.
route. 1,
He was
2,
covered.
3 hits, throw. That's
He
Walker
threw him
Harris. He's
open.
one of the best
That
in
was
the
nasty.
country when he can get that pre-snap read and pick you apart like that. Great execution. And nice route by Quick to get behind defensive back Dathan Peterson.
My South Carolina.
Right
Did
on
he
the
miss that
money
field goal?
as the extra point
look at
is good. You talk about
My South Carolina State by 10 looking real
in
good
the
right now.
conference.
Put me in
Markel
Vegas, baby.
is among them.
Put me in
And
Vegas.
just
I'm
like
gonna
that,
see what my score was. I gotta
a
go.
2-possession game as North Carolina Central needed to soar and try to take flight in this game. And right now they're trying to come back in this MEAC showdown.
To truly embrace the fun life, you must learn to let go. Bienvenidos a la vida más fina.
Marketing and creative decisions can be hard, but maximizing marketing and creative impact is easy. With Smartsheet. Smartsheet ignites creativity and accelerates marketing strategy to execution. No more switching between multiple tools to track resources and align teams. Needs centralized intake and
Let me see
automated
what I
project
said.
creation? Done. But not before you've visualized results across real-time dashboards, reports, and a powerful dam. So are your marketing and creative
undefeated in conference play. They're both on winning streaks. South Carolina State has been able to get it done in non-conference against people. I wouldn't. Go. Shit. And I look.
If this
but
was
I
on
guess
Saturday,
it better than you game. Be too, but I'm direction.
ESPN too. Well, that's
going college all
day. That you care about some damn few games on Thursday. It is amazing. Okay.
Parties.
NCCU has had problems in Orangeburg. It's no mystery. It's Plainburg. Ain't no sliding. I think NC defensively, I think it's pretty even. I think NCCU's D-line might be a tad bit better, but I think it's a pretty even match. And I got South Carolina State too. I was surprised you went South Carolina State. I thought you was going to go NCCU on this one. I don't even know if you sent it to me. I didn't NCCU in this one. I thought I was game you picked on the text. I really didn't look. I thought you would have gone NCCU in this one. I thought I was going to sneak this one. But I think I don't go into playoff. The Nest, CCU by 2 touchdowns. But since it's in Orangeburg, I got South Carolina State by 10. I really don't even want to say 10. I think I got South Carolina State by a touchdown. And I want to go 17-24 South Carolina State. 17-24 South Carolina State pulls this out, and they're the big dogs in 17-24. Your boy's score looking real good right now. I'm just saying. Put me in Vegas, baby. I'm trying to tell you, put me in Vegas, baby. Put me in Vegas, man. Put me in Vegas. That's all I'm gonna say. Put me in Vegas.
So North Carolina Central
Oh,
staying in this ball game.
That's what we saw the game. Sorry.
On the road, currently leaders in the Mideastern Athletic Conference. And a touchback here.
Boy, y'all about to get me shut down. Just that little snippet right there. Y'all about to get me shut down, man.
Have what they needed to try to come back in this ball game. And what we know about, and you see it on Trey Oliver's shirt, culture over scheme. This is a group that is unafraid. They are an experienced team. They feel very confident in their ability to stay the course of the game.
Boy, you need to be praying. Boy, come on, man. You know you need to be praying right now. Stop it. Stop it.
South Carolina State offense, 3 and out would be so crucial for them right now.
And Tyler Smith on the carry, not much room to run, brought down by Thomas Johnson. When you talk about Eric Phoenix and the job that he has done, quarterback for South Carolina State, 25 of 32, 314 yards. His 4th game this season of 300 or more yards. The only player in the MEAC to stake that claim, and he just looks really comfortable in this offense. Throwing a couple of touchdowns, one blemish in that INT, but that one complete to Tyler Smith.
Oh wow,
Smith
good
made that
run.
nice cutback inside, so it's going to bring up 3rd and short. And Smith, who is still down on the ground after that reception and run after catch. Well, how good have these wide receivers and skill players been for South Carolina State?
They're electric. I mean, they've got. I'm impressed offensively. Like I said, I'm not used to seeing South Carolina State with this much offensive firepower. You know, it's been a while, but they can light it up, and they've got speed all over the football field. Stingy defense as always, and the quarterback in Eric Phoenix that is seems to be the perfect trigger man for this offense.
And what a great fit both Phoenix and Chinnis Berry has been for this South Carolina State program. We talked about the brand that they have here, and he's just been amazing. The support has been great. Now 3rd and 3. And can North Carolina Central come up with another stop here and give their offense a chance? Eric Phoenix pump faking.
Oh!
Hands of Caden High.
Oh!
Terrific tonight, 113 yards.
Yikes! You talking? Oh my God! You talking about by inches? Woo-wee!
And he probably had a little bit more time to hold on that ball, maybe put a little bit more air
If you
on
put some air on that and let him run underneath of it.
Blitz with a twist, and he's got time, but put some zip on it, misses high. The North Carolina
Well, ain't
Central
nobody
dodges
worried
a
about y'all
big
offense.
bullet there.
Listen, man. Both of y'all touchdown has come from the flukiest plays, man. Come on now. Let's stop.
State is
Let's stop.
Roberts
NCCU act like they've been driving all day.
Taylor calls for the fair catch and almost football. Bobbled it, but was able to get on top of it. And recover it. So
all right, now.
North Carolina Central
keep playing.
Has a chance
to
keep drawing even closer. This is going to be an intriguing
finish. Hey, listen. You know the energy never lacking over here. The energy never lacking over here. It's you, sir, that need to keep that energy. It's you, not me. The energy always here. I'm always here. My energy ain't never lacking. Come on now. It's me, baby. Like, it's me. I ain't no lacking of energy.
Crohn symptoms kept me out of the picture.
Energy on Tony.
Sky Rizzy.
I've got places to go and I'm feeling free. Controlling the crowds means everything to me. Control is everything to me.
And now I'm back in the picture. Feel significant
when you lose, you come in so somber.
Including less abdominal pain.
You still see the okay. Let's get the nitty gritty out the way. You're a homer, so you're always going to be a homer. That's different than that. We won energy and we lost energy because the we lost energy don't match the same we win energy. Now you still NCCU to the day you die. That's just gonna be you. Like you always repping, but you be coming in. We could have played a better game. Listen, NCCU, we still a great team. Like it's that. It ain't no. The energy ain't. It ain't all up in your chest. It ain't there. It ain't there. And then you get on the block. Then you get on the mutant streak. Then you want to mute. Hey. Do you want to get on the mutant streak? Come on, Josh, stop it. Come on, Josh. Now you get on your mutant streaks, start muting everybody on the. Stop it. Putting people in the back. You know what I'm saying? Dropping people off streams.
Eastern Athletic Conference. Be a part of something.
You know what I'm saying? Oh yeah, say less. You good? Hey, I'm gonna send it to you in the text. I thought you was going to the game, Jay.
Like persevering.
I did. Force 24/7 sweat protection.
You did this to my pits.
Hey Josh, text me because you be using mad numbers, bro. You got like 72 numbers, bro. Like you got a business phone. You got a business phone for the business phone. Text me from the number you want me to send you the link. Okay, do that for me because you be having 3 cell phones. Okay, and I don't know which one to text. You like, hey man, you text my business line. I don't really have that one on me. So just text me what number you want me to text, and I'll happily bring you on. And I won't even mute you. I won't even mute you.
Thursday night college football.
You know what I'm saying? Let me see. Got you. I got you locked in.
Well, fun crowd here on Halloween night from Orangeburg,
just sent it to you.
South Carolina. The Bulldogs with a 24-14 advantage, trying to remain perfect in the conference. And right now, North Carolina Central back on the field, 21st ranked team in FCS. A couple of programs that have gone on to play and win the Cricket Celebration Bowl. Central did it last in 22 the year before.
Here we go.
South Carolina State here. Walker Harris
Holding.
has gotten into a nice groove. And
holding. Can we get a holding call?
Johnson spikes. Can he outrun the defender?
Can we get a hold? Oh my God! What is this?
Touchdown.
What is this?
A run after catch.
I told y'all. Watch your mouth.
The game, you still.
Nah. Keep that energy,
bro. You lose it.
Nah. Hey, listen, giving honor to the guy who was the first in my life. You know what I'm saying? Hey, and Duke's here. You know Duke's in the building. You know Duke's here. Told y'all. I told y'all. It might take us a long time. It might take us a little bit of time, but it's gonna take time, and we gonna figure it out. Keep watching. I'll be back on here in a minute. I ain't watching. I don't need to be on here right now. My voice gone. I'll be on here in a minute. I'll be back. Hey, I'm in them comments. Hey, I'm in them comments. Hey, I want y'all to know too. I've been screenshotting them comments, buddies. I want y'all to know you gonna end up on the Summer Jam screen tonight. I'm going live. I told y'all I was going live. Not you, my brother. Not you. Because you know, win or lose. I put it out there when we was down. Hey, I put it out there when we was down 24/7. I swear. Yeah, timestamp me. Timestamp me. I put it out there when we was down 24/7. Timestamp me.
I'm straight. We straight.
Hey, you gotta update that score in there. I'll be back.
Real quick before you go, right? Let me tell you. One thing I realized. One thing about you, I stopped doing when you do your tweets about your numbers and scores. I stopped recruiting. I don't even quote tweet them no more because I always.
It's because I did that. You know why you do that? You know why? You remember when I did the just keep watching last year?
I said I'm done. I said
hey, I'll be back. I'll be back, bro. I'll be back.
All right, bro. Yeah, I stopped doing that. I stopped doing that a while ago. I ain't even gonna hold you. Here we go.
Football.
Here we go. Hey, this is what you got Eric Phoenix for right here.
Daisy Adams in the backfield.
Hit it.
And the pass incomplete.
Oh, he didn't run it.
Eric Phoenix.
Oh, I thought he ran it.
Eric Phoenix, we've seen what he's done today. For North Carolina Central, I know you got confidence, but let's not forget, you also have a Caden High problem. So if I'm the defense, he's one of those guys, he's earned my respect. Every time we break the huddle, I'm identifying where he is on the field, and I'm giving him safety help over the top. So you see the look, they got somebody underneath, and somebody better get back in a hurry.
The jet sweep to Carter, and Ian Carter, who stopped by Cole Jones. So now you're going to bring up third at about 6 yards.
I thought that ammo
as good as Eric Phoenix has played today, one of the biggest plays he has coming up. He's got to make the right decision.
Here we go.
Because North Carolina Central has taken momentum. How do you get it back? Pick up a first down and keep possession of the football.
Jonathan Williams.
They're lining up to play man-to-man coverage. This is risky for North Carolina.
I'm going mesh right here. If they man-to-man, I'm going mesh right here. Got to go mesh right here.
Blitz better get there.
Got to go mesh right here.
Phoenix sees it just over the head, too high for Carter. It's 4th down.
Now they went for the home run ball there. You see the receiver was able to get behind.
That momentum's a killer. That momentum's a killer. That momentum's a killer. That momentum's a killer.
A long incompletion.
So another 3-and-out force by Courtney Cord's defense in back-to-back possessions. And you've got an inspired North Carolina Central group on the road, ready.
It is Halloween, ain't it? It is Halloween, ain't it?
Could be a spark in the special teams unit. Dyson Roberts gets it away. And a running start for Daryl Taylor. He lost the football. Who recovered it? It looked like.
That's 2 of them. We should have.
Jalen Bowden comes up with it.
Jesus.
And oh man, you're breathing a sigh of relief if you're Trey Oliver. Never fully secured it after Daryl Taylor got that running start, but Bowden was there to back up his boy.
That's 2 we should have had. That's 2 we should have had.
Walker Harris back on the field. Listen to this crowd. Jamari Taylor.
Yes, sir. That's what you need right there. That's what you need right there.
And Jaden Jones as well. Let's look at Walker Harris, we talked about the slow start he had through the first 3 quarters, 6 of 14, 44 yards, and an INT. But here, in this 4th quarter alone, 5 of 6, or 5 of 5, 149 yards.
Got to get pressure right here. Got to get pressure right here.
And 2 TDs. The pass complete to
how did he get that in there? Great hole shot. Great hole shot.
Top targets for Walker Harris all season. And a great big frame to throw to as well, 6'4", and he's found that little soft spot.
And that was just chemistry right there. That was something that wasn't called. It was if the cornerback comes up, I'm going to sneak right behind him and look for the ball. Nice execution. And that's when they talk about having some type of chemistry with your wide receiver. Walker Harris and Joaquin Davis have practiced that play many times.
So we're in the South Carolina State territory.
Watch the run right here. You got 3 down linemen. Watch the run right here.
Harris gets it out, and Davis just can't bring it in.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Here we go, yo.
2nd and 10.
Watch that. They gotta watch the pump and go. That's what they gotta watch right here. You gotta watch that double move right here. You gotta watch that double move right here.
A little bit by making that catch, just any type of positive yards. You want to stay ahead on 1st down. With the incompletion, you kind of take Jamari Taylor out of this play or two running the ball. See if they get him involved in the passing game out of the backfield.
So Mekhi Wall in motion, 3 receivers top of your screen, and the screen pass to Jamari Taylor makes the first man
Oh,
miss.
man, great move, great move,
Jamari Taylor
great
is
move.
coming off a fantastic game against Morgan State. 196 yards on the ground, touchdown, and of course in the passing game he is definitely a threat. But this is a group that's trying to string together back-to-back wins in conference play already. 2-0 in the league. And John Hannibal, the nose guard on defense for South Carolina State, is currently down. But when we talked to Trey Oliver just about how good this team can be, he saw them pull out a win against Morgan State, and he's hoping that his group can pull out a dub here on the road against a tough South Carolina State team.
Man, listen. Got to give credit for what Matt Leon is dialing up for Walker and him putting it on the money. I mean, that's some dots. I mean, let's be real. The last 2 touchdowns he actually absolutely threw dots. My issue is that I think you're getting Eric Phoenix out of his comfort zone, right? And
emergency pizza.
the crazy thing is now you see the middle is opening up, and now they're going to the edges, right? Like it's funny. Like that's what I'm saying. Football is a game of chess. Now they see you wanted to go to the edges. Now you work the middle. You figure out to get that going, right? So you just got to counteract what everybody's doing. Great adjustments by NCCU. I'm going to wait and see if South Carolina State makes the adjustment for their offensive attack. I think if I'm being honest right now, I think
if I plan on playing in
easy throws, some mesh concepts, some easy stuff to get Eric Phoenix feeling comfortable in the pocket, getting that momentum back into the stadium. Because one thing about football and one thing about momentum, it is hard to get back once you lose it, but you need a play. You need a play. You need a play. This is one hell of a game. I didn't think it was going to be this good, but God almighty.
Going for dose means trusting your gut when you make the tough calls. Because the bigger the risk, the bigger the reward. That's how you.
Duluth Bucking.
All right, so my wife said the baby's laying down in the bed. So no more clapping for me. Straight bombs from here on out. Straight bombs from here on out. Because y'all, you know, ain't nobody trying to deal with no waking babies. So straight. From the rest of from this point forward.
Smooth underwear.
Gotta keep it down.
Get smooth. Only at
Gotta keep it down a little bit. So here, hey, this is a hell of a game. Man. Absolutely a hell of a game.
Why?
I still think
because that's how it should be done.
It shouldn't be this close. I'm not gonna lie to you, it shouldn't be this close, man. You got, oh my goodness. But what I will say though, you got to give credit to Chinnish for taking the gambles that he's gotten because he knew what he was going against. He knew he was going against a championship caliber team. And he's like, hey, we got to do everything impossible when it's our momentum that we take advantage of that. Even though he got stopped on some, he got stopped on one of the goal line ones, but he did everything possible to get the score to where it is now. So they are playing with the lead. So got to give him credit. Got to give him credit for that. Yeah, she'll shut it down. Yeah, she absolutely shut it down. Oh, I'm trying to,
Not too off, you gotta shut the oyster. You gotta shut the oyster. Inside Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. Good times here. Of course, Q's a staple here, but also it's Halloween night, so we got a little Mario Brother action and Spider-Man.
Here we go. 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 Third 7. Gotta watch that seam. He's been killing you with the seam. Gotta watch that.
In the first half and a couple tricks in the second half. Big third down for Central.
3rd and 7. Delayed handoff to Jamari Taylor.
No, sir. Short. That means they're going for it. You only do that if you're going for it. You're only doing. Oh, get up.
Go for it.
You're only doing that. You're only doing a third. You're only doing a draw on 3rd down if you know you're going for it on 4th down.
This time it's Josh Barker, another interior D lineman for the Bulldogs.
And if he has to leave the game, since he's the starting defensive tackle, I'm running the ball on 4th and 2. If I get a look that I want, run the ball downhill. You have to win to be able to pick up this yard and a half that's needed.
And considering you have one of the best players in the conference in Jamari Taylor, well, Trey Oliver certainly hopes that they can pick up this 4th and 2. They'll have some extra time to talk about it.
I hope they don't go to break. I hope they don't go to commercial break.
So, Jay, this is a 4th and 2 situation.
And offensively, let me say this. I think you got to go back. You got to work through Hayden High offensively going back on the South Carolina State side. You got to work Hayden High. You got to work your running back. Do hard. You know what I'm saying? You got to work. You got to go to your guys to get you that get you that momentum back.
Likes to go and probably try and go over the left guard, which is where AC McMoore.
I don't run here. That's just me personally. I don't think I'll run here. I think this might be a speed option though.
This season on 4th down. Taylor trying to find some
He's short.
space and
He's
that
short.
extra effort.
He's short.
Wow, what an effort.
He's short. He's short.
What an effort.
He's short.
They're giving
He's
it
short.
to him.
He's short.
He needed to get right to that
He's
39,
short.
and he's on it.
He's short.
I haven't seen an official yet say that it's short.
That's short.
But I also
that was
haven't seen
short.
him move the chains.
That was short.
And based on the spot,
that's a bad spot.
They may have
That's
to
a bad spot.
come and measure
That's a
this
bad
one,
spot.
and that's what they're going to do. Ever so close. I mean, again, that extra effort from Jamari Taylor was excellent. Will it be enough?
This is huge. We'll see when they stretch it out.
Yes, it is.
That's a bad spot.
And I thought he needed a yard and a half going into it. I know we put 4th and 2 on the graphic there, but it looked like about a yard and a half. But what an effort. Because on initial contact, he was short. I mean, good job by the defense getting the push in the backfield, but watch him spin lower in that leap lunge.
That's a bad spot, bro. That's a bad spot. That is a bad spot. Are they not going to challenge that?
Now 1st and 10 for Central.
That's a bad spot. He's on his back. The ball is down here. Bad spot.
While we have this break, our college football
bad
triple header on ABC. It's Duke going into Coral Gables or Miami Gardens.
They got to be better than that. Got to be better than that. Come on, man. They gave that boy a whole split.
3:30 p.m. Eastern on
A whole
ABC,
split.
and of course, you can catch Texas A&M 10th ranked Aggies on the road down in Columbia at 7:30. And Jay, this is and based on the spot and where he goes down, following big number 51 AC McMoore, that extra lunge backward.
Yeah. He did not have to get to, what was that, the 36-yard line, 34-yard line? He did not have to get there. Right. The chain previous to that was a little bit short of that. And so if that's the case, and when they did the spot, it was about, he made it by almost a football length. So unless they see something that says he's on somebody's back there, so the knee's not down where he comes down.
The elbow was down early, though.
I don't see anything that says you overturn
The left
that
hand, if
spot
you look at
on
that
the
left
field.
elbow, was down earlier.
I mean, this would be a pretty good look right
Boom,
here.
right here. Left
Spin,
elbow
watch him leave
is
his
down
feet.
right there.
He knows where he's
Ball
got to go,
short.
and a little bit short of that marker, but
Jay, I'm with you. Just not enough from what you see right here to overturn that call.
Yep. And did not have to get to the 34-yard line. A little bit short of 34, and I think he got enough. Let's see what they say.
After review, the rule on the field stands. It's a first down, North Carolina Central.
So again, their workhorse, their star player Jamari Taylor comes through in a much-needed situation.
Here we go.
The redshirt junior out of Charlotte.
Good rest for that
extends this
defense.
drive,
Let's get it.
And right now, North Carolina Central continuing to keep their foot on the gas. Remember, folks, they were trailing 17-0 at the half. Harris with time over the top. Marquell quick. Can he get him again? And it's incomplete.
That's a great way to turn this.
Diego
The route was
Anderson
nasty. I think he underthrew that ball just a tad bit, but that was a nasty route he ran. Nasty route.
Like that play
Nasty
on
route.
first down?
I don't, because I think Jamari Taylor was starting to establish what he was doing. You're taking your best offensive player and you use him as a blocker, and they only rush 4. So it's almost like a wasted player. You're falling behind on first down again, which was their Achilles heel in the first half.
Harris finds quick this time.
Oh, good tackle. Great tackle. Great tackle. That's big time because that's a touchdown. He get off of that tackle, that is a touchdown.
Everything is what they call them around here. Involved in everything on campus. High achievers.
Look at that. That is a touchdown. I mean, the safety might come up and make that tackle, but that's a big mic.
Homecoming king, and he's the guy they say will be the next Bulldog playing in the NFL.
I remember him in that Celebration Bowl. Started a couple of years ago. Had an important INT in that one. And here, a critical third down once more for North Carolina Central.
Watch them seams. Watch the seams.
Walker Harris steps up, loses the football. A shot hole causing the fumble. And the Bulldogs recover. A huge play by the junior Ashad Hall. Well, he had a huge game in that win on the road against Tennessee Tech, creating havoc, and right there, with an incredible stop.
Stepping up in the pocket, but you have to put 2 hands on the football in that situation for ball security. And then this becomes an opportunity.
Can we give credit to number 0? Because number 0 coming in late with that hit is what dislodged the ball. Got to give credit to number 0. That hit right there dislodged the ball.
In place of Noah McKinney, not able to recover the fumble.
He said these two teams evenly matched coming in to the ball game, but this defense for South Carolina State, that's been the bread and butter of this program, a hallmark for Bulldog teams. And right now, just over 6 minutes to go. If you're Walker Harris, you know, you still got some time left. You want your defense to push a quick 3 and out.
Run that thing. 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 This is when you need your running game. Run that thing. Lean on him.
But in this situation,
lean on him.
Thinking, hey, if we can get a stop and get the ball back, I don't want South Carolina State having the ball.
Lean on him. Lean on him right here.
Central would prefer. They want the ball. They don't want to give State an opportunity.
Good stop there on defense. That was
I need
Cole
something more
Jones
creative
and Max
than
Urin in
that.
on the
Can I get
stop.
something a little more creative than that?
This second half for South Carolina State, interception, turnover on downs, a couple of 3 and outs. They've been able to net out 1 touchdown, but outside of that, they've not had the same type of success that they had in the first half.
Identify where Caden High is.
Run!
Third down. That's the dual threat capability of Eric Phoenix, and that's what he does. He just finds enough room, picks up the first down with his legs, run of 11.
Oh, what a huge breakdown. You see, Max Urin went into the wrong gap. They tried to run a little twist, and 2 rushers went inside, left outside, completely open for a left-handed quarterback that likes to run that way. He recognized it, took advantage, and got the first down.
When talking to Chinnisberry, how would you describe your quarterback?
Got to go to Caden High right here. Got to go to Caden High right here. You either run it to keep the ball moving or you go to Caden High. You got to go to your boy right here. Got to go to your boy right here. Loving it. Loving it. Love the play call. Love the play call. Love the play call. Love the play call.
To use any kind of blocking he can, but
good tackle by 7. Good way to string it out by 7. Good way to string it out by 7. I like that play call, though. I like that play call.
That was a great job by Cole Jones because
great way to string it out.
He was twisting and turning and was committed to not allowing Carter to get outside of him to give up his leverage, able to minimize that play to just 3 yards, which could have been even more had Jones not made a fantastic play.
Watch Caden High at the bottom right here. I can see a speed out. I can see a quick out right here by Caden.
On second down, KZ Adams and red to perfection by Cole Jones. How many times have we called his name tonight?
Oh, he's played a great ball game. We've seen him in coverage. We've seen him stop the run. And that right there, if the coach is going to call your number and wants you to shoot the gap and run stop, then this is how you shoot the gap. Coming off the edge, recognize, get to the football.
12 tackles tonight for Cole Jones, the type of play that Courtney Court wants to see. Aggressive, strong safety. Now 3rd and 9, a 50% success rate for the Bulldogs tonight. They've got to get to the North Carolina Central 37-yard line. Rolling out to his left, giving chases Juju Williams. A penalty marker flies out as well. Great stop there.
What's the flag on?
It'll be holding. Defensive holding. Defensive holding. I thought I saw 2 Central defenders grab. I believe it was Carter, Najee Carter.
The officials discussing this, talking it over. And here we go.
Holding, defense, number 54. 10-yard penalty is at the end of the play.
Far down. Far down.
And Trey Oliver can't believe it.
Far down.
Fresh set of downs now.
Far down.
After the penalty for South Carolina State, the ball marches
far
down to the 36.
They're going to call on Max Urin on the right side of your screen and trying to redirect him there.
Far down.
Tough call there.
Well, they're going to let this run down in the play clock as much as possible. Try to take it off, and that one, bad snap. And Phoenix, all he can do is fall on top of it. And calling timeout is North Carolina Central.
On that one, you call the timeout if you're Central because you know you've got the 2-minute timeout that'll come. So extend the game a little bit.
Central, the first of the half. The 30-second
Central spends their first.
Set the game clock to 2 minutes.
After the bad snap from Eric Brown. Well, let's take a look at this week's college football playoff rankings.
I know
brought to you
the
by
rule.
Chick-fil-A.
I know. Listen.
And of the games,
I understand
the teams in the top
the game
10,
and
Jay,
the fact of you're trying to keep the ball on the ground.
are you going to be watching?
Keep the clock
Ohio
rolling.
State.
Okay.
Ohio
And for
State
this
at
situation,
Penn
I
State
completely
there.
get it.
Check that one out there. You know, you mentioned earlier. I want to see if Michigan's going to rebound.
You can't. Okay, you can't throw the ball in it. You gotta run. You gotta run this. You gotta run
down and out. But this is a chance for them to try to right the ship. If they
I would run because you want the clock to get before the. You want the clock to hit the 2-minute drill, so that that timeout gets taken away. So on your third down, you're probably going to run it again or do a conservative pass to make them use another timeout. God, no, I would have gone to Caden High sooner or later.
2nd and 20 for the Bulldogs. Draw to Tyler Smith, and there it is. Jaden Taylor got to take another timeout. Hey, look. So quick plays, 3rd and 21. This is favorable if you're North Carolina Central. That defense from Courtney.
Man, that bad snap is crazy. That bad snap is crazy.
They can give their offense the ball back, get that ball back with as much time as possible.
And with this 2-minute timeout, doesn't it make like the end of half so much more exciting?
Oh, yeah.
Like we should have been doing this a long time in college football. Now the coaches are adjusting, realizing they get that extra timeout, stopping. So
you've seen it in the NFL for years.
Okay, 3rd and 21. You're probably just going to do a draw again. You're probably going to do a jet sweep. You're probably going to do a halfback screen because you're not going to. You don't want to do anything that's going to. You don't want to get a sack, or a strip sack, or anything like that. So I wouldn't be surprised if you see a screen. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a bubble screen. I wouldn't be. It's going to be. It's either going to be a super short pass or a run. Very
timeout in your offense will get an opportunity to get the ball back without you having to burn that 3rd timeout before the 2 minutes. So they'll get it back with a little bit less than 2 minutes left if all goes well. But you got to start. Got to make a stop right now.
On 3rd down, there's Phoenix. Avoids pressure. He's on the road. A run. He's got some room. Yeah, he's going to be close, maybe about a couple of yards short, pushed out by Albert Red.
Ooh, wee. How does that happen?
20-yard run for Eric Phoenix. Yeah, Jay, that's
I'm going for it. 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 I'm going for it.
Saving tackle in the secondary. It's decision time when we come back here to Orangeburg. Trick or treat.
One of these lunches has a peanut lover's favorites. The other has a sunflower butter you packed for your son.
Listen, that's why he gets paid the big bucks. That's why KJ Black gets paid the big bucks, okay? That's why he gets paid the big bucks. Listen, I'm going for it. Just simply as that, I'm going for it. Now, what do you call? I'm not doing a QB power. I'll tell you that goddamn much. I'm not doing a QB power. We're not doing that. I'm getting the ball to either my playmaker or oh God, Jesus freaking Christ. You don't want to do anything in the gut, right? You don't want to do anything up the middle. You got to do something either on the edge or something in space, something, but I don't know. What I would like to see, and I'm with KJ on this one. What I would like to see is I would like to see a whip route from Caden High. I would like to see a whip route from Caden High, something or a cheetah motion from Jada High. So he comes in, they hike it, and he speeds back out. You know, he motions in by the tight end, and he speeds back out. I would like to see something like that. I wouldn't be surprised if you see a rollout. Like, I think they're going to go back to that rollout, maybe hit the tight end like they did last time. You got to find the corner. You got to find the corner of your call sheet and call the fancy play that they don't see coming. I like that. He giving the ball to Phoenix. That's his guy. I would go back to the quick fly route to TR. Outside to go in. Listen, man, I wouldn't be mad at a mesh. I wouldn't be mad at mesh concepts, right? If you see man, I wouldn't be mad at doing mesh concepts of doing some drags and stuff like that. But it's going to be, man, this is a great game, man. Listen, NCCU made it a game. You got to give them that. Got to give them that. Got to give them that. I think the ball got to go to 0 right here. That's just me personally. I think the ball got to go to 0. But I think everybody else is thinking that. I think everybody else is thinking the same thing. Everybody here looking nervous. I bet, man. It's a great game, man. It's a great game, man. Got to give credit. NCU about to bring the house. Man up, send pressure. Yep, that's what. Yep. Here we go. Here we go, man. I love it. I love it. This is what football is all about, man. The chess in it. This is what football is all about. The chess in it. The chess in the game. The chess in the game. I wouldn't be surprised if you might see a flat route, like a delay route. You know what I'm saying? Block and delay. Wouldn't be surprised at that. All that matters is put the ball in Eric's hands, let him make a play, then give it to your best player, Caden. I agree, Blue. I wouldn't do. Oh, let me ask you this, KJ. Do you, with pressure coming, do you do RPO? That's a question for you, KJ. If pressure's coming, do you do RPO? Because, I mean, you could probably send a tight end on something real quick. You know, boom, dagger. No, I didn't think so. I didn't think so. All right. Here we go. Here we go.
For South Carolina State, what do you do
I'm
here,
gonna take
Jay?
these comments out. Some of you guys are ahead of me.
Do something quick to the outside. You have to give them the threat that you're going to go inside and hope that one of your guys can get on the perimeter and pick up just a yard.
I don't like this play call.
Josh Shaw in the backfield. There's Caden High in motion. They hand it off to Shaw. Does Shaw get enough? The lean and lunge forward. Let's see. Is Jaden Taylor with the tackle. Another close one in this spot. South Carolina State players pointing in one direction. North Carolina Central, another. The spot ever so important.
They want to measure going up that middle against.
That's some gutsy calls right there.
Defense.
Everyone going to hold their breath as they measure this one. And it's enough for the first down. 2 conversions tonight on 4th down. And South Carolina State. On that run from Josh Shaw. New set of downs, 1:55 to go. North Carolina Central only has 1 timeout remaining.
Coach Oliver's going to be disappointed, but you got to be disappointed in 3rd and 20. 3rd and 21, and you give up a 20-yard quarterback scramble.
And the thing about it, Jay, you know, that's again.
Can we say this though? If this is not the best game all year, this has been the best football game all freaking year, and it came from the MEAC. Can we just say that? Like, regardless of who you wanted to win, lose, or draw, this was probably the best played football game all year, easily. From the ups, the downs, the waves, the adjustments, it was dry in the first,
years ago,
crazy in the fourth, just an absolute, like, this is what ESPN 2, if you want to know what ESPN and ESPN 2 are looking for, these are those type of games. These are those type of games, man. Absolutely, man. This is just great football. It's just great football.
And let's go back to this is the critical play. This is the play of the night. 3rd and 21.
Nobody out there, just poor angle of pursuit. And then after the timeout, the first down play spotted him just enough for the first down. And it seems like Trey Oliver just saying the way the crew came over and measured, he thought they moved it backwards a little bit. Sure, Jason Soisman, the referee, is in communication with the replay officials to see if there's anything legitimate. It is less than 2 minutes, so they get involved. And I'm big on just get it right. Just get it right. These players and coaches work too hard.
And you can see just by the reaction there that there was nothing to see in terms of the review. Trey Oliver still trying to plead his case, but unsuccessful in that attempt. So no timeouts remaining on for Central.
Facts. Big facts. Game of inches. Big facts.
So, Jay, surprised that Tyler Smith is run the football again. There's no timeouts remaining. I mean, they can essentially run this one out. And Trey Oliver, again, asking this question. And he is incensed on the sideline right now. He throws his headset.
Dang, what is going on?
And a flag comes out as well.
What is going on?
And just understanding what this game means and how important it was. We talked about building it up. One of these teams could very well.
Unsportsmanlike conduct. North Carolina Central. Head coach. After this is going to go first down.
Not going against one of his players, but again, top 2 contenders in the MEAC. One of these teams could end up in Atlanta in December. A ton of respect on both sidelines. Good friends outside of tonight's game. Obviously, great competitors here as well as coaches. And
I think
Jay, the victory formation for South Carolina State.
Yeah, with no timeouts left. And he thought that it was just a review, that the booth was doing a review, but they charged him a timeout for doing that. So after that previous play, he tried to call timeout. They wound the clock like, no, you're out of timeouts. So kind of a suspect ending to the end of this game here. A couple questionable calls didn't go this way. A spot didn't go this way. But all in all, South Carolina State just put the HBCU.
Oh, they playing whoop that trick. that is some petty type stuff. That's some rival. That's some petty type stuff. They're playing whoop that trick. That's
one of the toughest road
NCCU.
trips you can make in the HBCU landscape.
The number 2 team in your power rankings this week, Jay. And they are able to knock off number 21 in FCS, North Carolina Central, with a huge victory here at home at Oliver C. Dawson Stadium. The smile after it. Again, great respect, great friends in both Trey Oliver and Chinnis Berry. But how about the job that Chinnis Berry has done here, taking over for the legend, Buddy Pugh, and moves this team now
That's dope.
to 6-2
Well,
overall, undefeated.
we waiting for Josh now.
When the season started, as it played out, I thought there was one team I saw that could run the table in the MEAC.
Where you at, big dog?
I thought they were that good.
You
But
got
they
the
just
link?
got beat by a better football team tonight.
You
Now
got the link?
becomes South Carolina State.
He
You
watching.
become the hunter in a very competitive Mideastern Athletic
Oh, he
Conference.
watching.
Big stumble back for North Carolina Central, but South Carolina State still got some work to do. It's going to be a difficult season. But congratulations to the Bulldogs.
Indeed, yes. South Carolina State goes on the road at Howard, the defending MEAC champions at Morgan State the following weekend, closing out with Norfolk State. So anybody's conference, it's still up for grabs. We've seen one lost team win it the last 3 years, Jay.
Absolutely, and it seems like if you're South Carolina State, you're hoping that's not the case this year. But right now, the Bulldogs control their own destiny. If they want to make it to the Cricket Wireless Celebration Bowl in Atlanta and compete for a championship.
Well, how about the offense for South Carolina State led
Boy,
by
oh
Eric
boy, oh boy, oh boy. You talking about one hell of a game. Man, oh man, oh man, oh man. Hey, Rocky, coming to you.
Hey man, he mad at the refs or the spot. He should have been mad at the defensive coordinator for running a prevent on 3rd and 21. What was he doing?
But he had the QB spot. He had the right call. The guy didn't make the tackle. He had the right call.
No, he to me you play where everybody's looking at the quarterback because that's the play. That's the play that can beat you. Everybody's looking at the quarterback running cover 2 or something like that, where everybody's looking at in the backfield. Looked like he was running like a 2-man or something like that with a spy.
Listen,
You know, I mean, go ahead.
I mean, I think it was a great call. At the end of the day, it wasn't a bad call. I mean, you had what you wanted, and the guy didn't make the tackle. I mean, I don't know what else you want the defensive coordinator to do. I had and the funny thing is, if you even break it down even more, they forced them to go to the spy. So he didn't even have to, the spy didn't have to chase him down sideline to sideline. They literally forced him into the spy, and the spy missed it he made him miss in the hole and broke out. I mean, that's just a great play by an elite athlete. That's really what that is. You got to give credit to that.
No. I'm going to give Eric Phoenix credit, but I don't think that guy makes that tackle at no point in any point of the game. Not like one-on-one with Eric Phoenix, I don't think that guy makes that tackle ever.
I don't know why he's on. I mean, then the question is why you on the field.
Good.
I mean, no. If you feel that,
where everybody's looking at the quarterback, he gets at least no more than 10 yards. You know, you run cover 2, cover 3, something like that, where everybody's looking at the quarterback, and everybody can react to him threatening the line of scrimmage. They were in some type of man concept, prevent concept, where those guys didn't react to him till he was 10 yards down the field.
I mean, why? If I got the spy, there's no need for me to react. I got to do my job, just like the spy got to do his job, and he just missed the tackle one-on-one. That's just that. I mean, realistically, and then just me personally, I don't think a defensive coordinator calls a spy for that particular player if he doesn't feel he can make the play. I don't put you in that position if I don't feel you can make the play. He felt the guy could make the play. He didn't make the play. And that's really what football is do you make the play that needs to be made? And he didn't make it.
All right. It's just like I say, I just think with that guy, you're outgunned with any of those linebackers one-on-one. You know what I mean? And so with Urine one-on-one, Phoenix is gonna get in number 45 one-on-one.
That's not true. Because Max Urine tackled him behind the line on the goal line one-on-one. And then 45, he tackling the running backs by himself one-on-one in the goal line. So realistically, I'm not saying he didn't use any of those two guys to do the spy, right? But again, it was a great call. They forced him into the spy, and Phoenix just made a hell of a play, and the dude missed the tackle. If he makes the tackle, we're not even having this conversation right now. Realistically.
But this is what I'm saying, Scotty. Do you make he still scrambles and he gets 10 rather than 20? That's what I'm talking about. If you run a zone concept, that's all I'm saying. That's my point. He still may get 10, but he doesn't get 20. That's my point. It's not whether or not the guy was supposed to make the tackle or not. Nah. The point was if you flush him out, everybody rallies to the quarterback. You keep him from running for 20 yards. That's my point. And then it's 4th and 10. They have to kick.
I feel like the world may never know. That's just hit him with the world may never know.
All right, man.
All right, appreciate it, Rock. All right, Pastor Vic, coming to you.
We got TW. Hey, work. Day, every day. Work. Hey, Scotty, this Trey Oliver. Davis, is that you? Davis, is that you? Nigga, you have one more year left of eligibility, nigga. Can you just wait and play with me one more year, brother? I thought Walker was the one, but he ain't the one. He ain't like you, Davis. Please come back to me. Please come back to me, babe. Listen. You want that NIL deal? I give you $100,000. Come on, Davis. Come back to me. Listen to all you NCCU fans out here, man. South Carolina State running the MEAC right now. We just trying to go 1-0, baby. Next week, we're trying to go 1-0, baby. Go to get to the Celebration Bowl, baby. That's all I had to say, man. Y'all keep it easy.
All right, man. Appreciate you. Listen, Josh how Josh gonna tell me he gonna come on the platform, win or lose, and then the Bama gonna go live? And the Bama gonna go live.
Oh, goddamn.
Now y'all about to make me tune in. Just cause he done ducked me. Just cause he done ducked me, he done jumped on the platform. He done told me he gonna come on, and the Bama done ducked me.
NC State, they got the right, man. To the winner goes the spoils. When you win, especially when you win at home like that, when you win, you flat out can come on here and say whatever you want to. Hey, Pastor Vic, I saw what you said too, Playboy. Remember what we did to y'all. Don't be too scared. Listen, ain't nobody looking for me. Ain't nobody looking for me. Good win. You know what I'm saying? Good win. My expectations is when you win, all the SC State folks, no, I was not. I got kids, man. I got a wife and kids. And so when I got stuck in the traffic coming out of Charlotte, my wife called me, you know it's Halloween, right? So for those of y'all who follow me on the gram, y'all saw I posted pictures of my babies doing their thing. It's a few of y'all I'm gonna put on that Summer Jam screen though. There's a few of y'all fans from other schools. I'm gonna put y'all on the Summer Jam screen real soon. I screenshot a lot of that stuff. I screenshot a lot of that stuff. Erica, you part of the group. I don't know what my girl name is from down there at Alabama A&M. All of y'all, I'm putting y'all on the Summer Jam screen. You better not lose the way y'all team's been losing. The way y'all school's been losing, you better not lose. I'll tell you that. One of the three, we done already put 66 on them. I promise you. I promise you.
Hey, listen. So he sent me a link. So I'm gonna jump over to HBCU Nightly, man. Y'all go over there. Y'all check me out. I'm gonna be on there for a little bit, but I'm gonna get up off here, man. Listen, until next time, you know what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna holler. God bless.